Um, does it become that now whenever? No. They're tripping.
Hello, Zephyr.
Weird.
Oh, it is a Zephyr.
Oh,
I heard the sound.
at least it was a better sound than the other sound.
I don't think I heard the sound on stream.
That happened.
I had the good old voice critical sound coming in. Changed that off.
Stay over.
Damn.
They're just
No
doing
wonder
separate
there's
projects
No wonder there's
around the world. Around the
PR.
and they'll think it's dead.
I think they just wanted to make the formal announcement so there was no expectation.
Torp is doing it, so they're not bad. That's they're like that. They were inspired by.
You're pretty good.
No, you.
Well, the correct comeback was there was no difference. Okay. You'll have to DM it to me later. But I like random bird.
They should get axed.
But Cad, what happens when you play a country song backwards? No, you get your mom back, you get your dad back, you get your best friend Jack back, you get your truck back, and you get your dog back. Exactly.
Oh, that makes sense because once you start playing country, they all start leaving.
No, all these country songs are about those things happening.
They start leaving. Start singing.
Well, you see, Rose is just a redneck woman.
Oh yeah, here's a song. This is whatchamacallit.
What is
tour
what?
song.
That's a
Anyway,
good question.
Donk backward.
That's a good question. A neener.
Live.
Yeah. He is
This is
live.
live.
Well, I guess no, a neener would be the opposite, which isn't necessarily backwards.
They do have a couple of those, but they usually have on light clothes. They kind of change up every.
Because why are you sending them furries? Goodbye, Dorm Pants.
Bye.
He's getting you home. Dad, I don't necessarily condone you song requesting country because most of you can't handle it. But if you do that, I will unfortunately serenade you. Especially if it's a country song I know. Okay. How's everybody doing today? Did anyone see the state of play? Because I didn't, chat. Promising interview tomorrow? Nice, Arch. Chat, I believe we can do the JPCQ tonight. There it is. The tweet is live. Do me a favor, go give it some love. CZ, thank you for the 37. Finally, I have MP5 Artoria. Congrats. I did see you were rolling for that earlier. Glad to hear it, buddy. Chat, if you guys haven't ever, go check out my man CZ. Oh, what did you just link me, Trubs? Oh, thank you. Okay, you linked me to my own post. I appreciate it. But yeah, there's the post, chat. Trubs put it in there for y'all. Go give it some love. And then, let's see. Let me grab the artwork today. I think Valentine's unit will be someone new or an NPC. Do I think it'll be someone new? Yeah, probably. Historically, Valentine's units have been new, but there's definitely been a couple that weren't, right? But I'd bet on it, but just because the devs don't really seem to be too deep into the nostalgia kick anymore, which they should be. I think that's a mistake on their part, but I would expect it to be something new. Okay, let's go. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Why is that upside down on my screen? Okay, hold on. There we go. Here's today's artwork. Go give the artist some love. Got you guys on both sides of the equation. And hello, Weiss. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good today, too. You guys know I've been having it pretty rough at work. Today was also pretty rough, but thankfully, like, all the stuff got handled. I figured out how to fix the issue that the office was having. And so that took a lot of, like, load off of myself. It didn't take a lot of load off of everybody else, but that's because they slacked hardcore. So it is what it is. Hello, Anubis. Also, Morcon Chup, thank you for the follow right before stream. And I think that's everything. So, chat, today we have the Valentine's live stream for NA. That should be at 9. This is one of the reasons that I also was not really in a hurry to get live today. I'm just tired. And like I said, expect me to probably take a day off this week, either like tomorrow or Friday. Probably tomorrow, but we'll see. If the event like literally starts tomorrow, then I will probably like just go ahead and just tough through it. But at the moment, I am not planning to do like anything on the weekend. I'm probably going to take the time off. I just need it. I'm run down. I need to be able to sleep in. I need to be able to relax, play the shit that I want. So it is what it is. Are both doggos in the box? Yes, both doggos are in the box. They're kenneled together and they're sleeping, even though it's kind of hard to see because they blend together. The event should start after maintenance tonight. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say this. They said early February. That can be any time. I assume based off of all the signs that is going to start right after stream. Sorry, right after maintenance tonight. But it is also entirely possible that the event doesn't start until like the 4th, right? So it is what it is. I'm gonna assume it will be, but if it's not, chat, don't lose your mind. Okay, if they come out in the live stream and say like it's a couple days later, it's not the end of the world. You'll be fine. Okay. They said February 1st. No, they have not. They just said early February. Which the reason everyone's thinking is because the live stream is tonight and we have maintenance tonight. So, and like I said, I understand that. However, there have been times that has not been the case. So keep that in mind. Keep your mind open. Honestly, thought it'd be Monday, so I'm fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't care either way. I think it's perfectly fine. This Valentine's Day event is not like super crazy involved or anything like that. So it's just going to be a nice straightforward event for everybody. Obviously, chat, if it is like right here, right now, it'll be Bizette. Chat, I'm rolling NP5 Bizette. Okay, so plan on it. So whenever Bizette comes around, we doing rolls. Unless it's on the weekend, and if it's on the weekend, chat, I'm not getting on to do FGO this weekend. I don't care what they announce. I will literally just wait till Monday to do my rolls at that point. +2 Grails acquired? Yes. Took some time off work for my birthday on Monday, so I'm good if they want to start tomorrow or this weekend. Did I mess up the Arturia dance redeem, or is it just not working? It's not working. There's a couple of the redeems right now, like the dog attack and the dance redeem, that are not working. I don't know why. I can like manually trigger it, but it's definitely a bit more of a pain in my ass to do it. Yep, there you go. Adds money as power system, exactly. I'm about to finish LB6, and it's crazy how much the story is they packed in the last 10%. Yeah, I mean they definitely did a lot in LB6. Like there is just I think this is the problem. Everybody assumed that part 3 was the last 10%. Part 3 had like a third of the story in it. That was the issue, is everybody just assumed, and part 3 is very robust. There's a reason it takes everybody so long to finish LB6. Nice art, love Walter. As always. Hello, I. Dance should work. The Doge pictures also should have been done. The Doge picture should have been done, but IA hasn't pestered me enough. How Tweedy? Thank you for the 6 months. It's going pretty good. How are you doing? Who SR'd this throwback? I don't know. I'm surprised. I figured it'd be something like Ash. Something newer. What are the name of your doggos? My dogs are named Nikolai and Sasha, aka Nico and Sasha. And I'm not going to say that too loud, or they're going to hear me, and then they're going to like perk up if I do. The dress is different from last time. Yeah, I have multiple different Arturia dresses. You're welcome, chat. We have a husky, and his name is Tanis. Nice. Yeah, there's actually I think there's like 2 different people in my neighborhood that also have huskies, so like it's just a husky neighborhood, and I see them all the time. I think I'd like for FGO to have Oberon's artist design another servant. Same with Miss Crane's artist. Thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate it, Gary. Azrael, thank you for the 7 months as well. Seems we have a scam train going on right now. It's interesting. Like, you say you want Oberon's artist to do it there. I'm not sure I do, but this is purely based off the fact of, like, I don't think his artwork is bad, but I find, like, the design of his, like, backgrounds and stuff a little jarring at times. And that's kind of weird, but, like, if you look, like, some of his card art has just, like, this weird, like, snowflakey border to it that just doesn't need to be there. And I don't really know why the artist chose to do that. My brother wants Huskies living sirens. Yes. Well, so Huskies are very much vocal with, like, how you train them. If you train them to, like, hush, right? Like, to not constantly vocalize, you're good. You guys can see, like, are mine sitting there howling all the time on stream? You guys rarely, if ever, see them howl. And usually it's right at the end of stream when they know that, like, hey, I want to go out, right? And so that's usually when I do it. They shed twice a year? Oh no, it's not twice a year. It's all year. At least with mine it is. Still waiting for my IRL dog walking streams. That would require me to have a free hand, and I usually don't, so. When do they shed? Yes, pretty much. Last week of the collab? Yeah, actually, how many days do I have left on this sucker? So I still got 6 days. God, it feels like this event has gone on for forever. Which is good because, like, I have, like, none of the shop done. I'm just now kind of like settling into the 90 plus plus. I've purchased, I think, all of the Cs and all of the crystallized lores, and I think that's it. Like, okay, so it looks like I've gotten more than I thought I did. But realistically, I still have just like a shit ton of stuff in here that I actually have to deal with. So it'll be what it'll be. I'm probably gonna focus more on the Ascension mats because that's like exactly what my account needs more than anything at the moment. Speaking of which, am I actually close to being... Yeah, I want the foes, so we're gonna start here. My JP is strapped for foes. It's always trying to get more. I'm actually surprised that I'm at a point where even my JP kind of needs hearts again. Because even my JP was good for a long time, so it looks like they're maybe trying to like finally bring some of these back in terms of like cost. Wait, that's gold. Okay, that's silver. Huh, ironic. I have like all of the silver stuff. I'm pretty good on the silver mat already, in spite of everything, which is kind of funny. Mr. Fino, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. How's it going? What are you guys up to today? Starting to consider skipping the evocation leaf things. I wouldn't skip the evocation festival leaves. I think they're still gonna have uses down the line. And I've talked about this, like, it'd be a really easy way for them to fix servant coins would be to like, you know, kind of, oh, okay, you've gotten all the welfares, now let's do the servant leaves. Fino, thank you for the resub. Appreciate it, my man. Guys, if you've never checked out Mr. Fino, go do so. He's a fantastic FGO content creator and streams a lot of variety as I do. So, again, he is a good buddy of mine. Thank you again for the raid. I hope you guys were having a good time over there. You're doing some Blue Archive rolls, I think. My grails are cast. Oh, that's right. Yes, chat. So you guys should have shop resets now. Particularly on JP, I think NA... Actually, no, NA should have already happened, shouldn't it have? I think it happened at 7 due to the time shift. But, again, so everything should have been reset. You guys should be able to recast more grails. You guys should be able to, like, buy your Mana Prism shop, everything like that. 100 leaves for one universal coin. Yeah, I don't know how they would do something like that, but I could easily see them saying, like, okay, hey, here's this system, and then, like, if you really need it, you can do that. So what we need is the 90++ node, though. Out of curiosity, has Santa Altera and or BB been added to the Evocation Festival? Off the top of my head, I think Santa Altera did, but I don't think BB has. I think BB's still behind. Neither? Okay. I was gonna say. I don't know why, but I have that feeling like she did. But maybe I'm thinking of someone else. No, it was Kuro, I think is who it was. NA's Mana Prism Shop reset. Yep. But yeah, we have the Valentine's Day stream tonight. We're gonna be watching that, reacting to it. Again, popular consensus is that we're getting the event after maintenance tonight because they have maintenance tonight and we're having the stream. But it is possible, chat, that they don't do it and we basically like get it on, like, I don't know, like as late as February 4th or something like that. So just pay attention. You never know. I think we'll also be like low-key looking to see, are they going to give us the anniversary campaign? I know Avalon posted it in Discord, but it looks like Korea might be getting the campaign that JP just got, so we'll see. I don't know that NA really has any right to demand it, given the fact that we have had a selector that JP hasn't had. So we'll have to see as we go forward, but it's definitely an interesting thing nonetheless. I only expect an event date, nothing more. I mean, hey, it be what it be. I haven't seen if they've said if this is a light stream or not, which usually that's telling. If it's a light stream, it means they're not going to talk about much, and it's just going to be a really fast, quick thing. Korean players are asking about that as well. Yep. Wait, is Korea already on their 25 million? That's actually impressive. I'm not sure those numbers are legit for Korea, but maybe they are. It doesn't matter. I think it is a light stream. Yeah, I was actually just going to go look at the link. You guys found Cuboon's old Lalter back when he used to draw FGO. Yeah, Cuboon does like amazing art. I've heard like he's gotten in like a ton of like drama over the years, but like he hasn't really drawn FGO stuff in a long time. Yes, this is a light stream. Starts in 69 minutes. Oh, now it's 68. We were almost nice. Almost, chat. So yeah, chat, I realized I don't need Oberon here. I can actually get away with Tamamo as my rotation. And it's really hilarious because it just saves me bond on Oberon. Obviously, most people are not going to have as strong of a Takiru as I have, but still, I think this would probably be doable at least with like a non NP5 non-Grail if you manage to do this setup. A lot of it is you got to have the MLB of the damage sheet, which when I first started doing this node, I didn't. Korea and Taiwan haven't used numbers for their DL campaigns in a long time now. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense, because I was going to say, as far as I knew, Korea wasn't doing well on that front, but, you know, how do I know? Maybe it had like a resurgence or something. Is Global FGO getting the face stay night? That's what we were just talking about. I think we're going to be on the lookout to see if they announce something here during this campaign. I don't know if they actually will or not, right? Like I said, I don't know that NA has any right to expect it, but it will certainly be interesting to see if we do get it. I feel like a lot of artists are reducing their focus on FGO. Yeah, I mean, and I'm going to say this. I think that's okay with me, right? Like, I don't have any issue with artists, like, not drawing FGO as much, so long as they, like, are still willing to draw it, right? I think, and I've talked about this before, that, like, one of my issues are basically when you have people that they just, like, drop it like you know, a bad habit. They do go, like, okay, I'm not drawing FGO ever again. And I'm like, okay, why? Right? Like, I don't understand that. And then like you'll see the same person and they'll sit there and they'll go draw like Genshin or something like that, and they've been drawing it for like the last 3 years nonstop, and I'm like, well, maybe that's the problem, is like you never draw anything else, so that you just end up at this point that you're like super burnt out and tired on it. So I would much rather a scenario where like artists drew multiple IPs, and honestly, I'm gonna say this: the biggest artists, the most successful artists that I've seen, do that. They don't just draw one IP. They draw multiple, and that usually helps them out. What? Man is gonna burn down the fucking kitchen with what he cooking. I see. Make bigger boobs, and I'll draw them. You're saying, Salt, that you'll draw FGO as long as they give us big boob servants. I'm okay with that. Like I said, to me, I do agree. I feel like FGO has had like some weird points where like it's not releasing very attractive characters all the time like it used to. But then there's times where it seemingly like goes overkill on it. So it just kind of goes back and forth. As long as we keep redrop, I'm happy. I think you'll always keep like the big name artists that became famous off of FGO. Like, most of those people usually aren't going to look the gift horse in the mouth. Like, if you're commercially working with FGO, you're not going to jeopardize that relationship, because you have an in for everything in the future, right? Like, if you think about it this way, Redrop isn't just having an in for drawing FGO. Redrop might get contracted to draw other Fate IPs and projects. So yeah, I think at that point, once you're contracted, you're fairly safe because you're going to assume that they're going to want to maintain that working relationship that they have with you. Artists decide the size of the boobs. At least in the anecdote of Lartoria, that was not the case. In the anecdote of Lartoria, Takeuchi told Ishida to draw basically Artoria as an adult woman. Ishida decided to give him like a layout of like various different quote unquote forms. They were literally breast sizes. And according to the anecdote, Takeuchi reportedly looked immediately at the biggest size and said, that one. So it's like, my man. But yeah, it's just I find that really funny. It's one of my favorite Takeuchi stories. Rada has all my attention whenever a new servant is done by them. Yeah, I think like the art quality for FGO itself is still very good, right? Like I don't think anyone would take away from that. I think like maybe we could like say whether or not we like the individual designs of characters, but usually there's a lot more going into stuff like that. Forgot to match her legs as well. I mean, I think we all know what was happening. Takeuchi was just busy staring, chat. As we all are. Melon was the most base choice as an artist. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy they actually did Melon. I like there's several of them that I really want them to like do more, right? Oh, apparently the bot censored you to weld for spam, but it's fine. Raiko is where it gets a bit weird for me. I understand why people like don't like Raiko or do, and I think it's okay, right? Like I think that's one of those issues where some people in the community love it, other people don't, and it's just kind of polarizing. But I do think that they need to like start looking at some of the other big artists that some of the other gacha games are using and start trying to contract them as well. I think that would actually help FGO. It's a weird way of almost like collaborating and saying like, hey, do you really like that artist's work in this game? Come play FGO because now we've gotten them to work on this. And it's really funny because various other gacha games have done the inverse where they have taken FGO artists and kind of tried to rely on that. So I'm really surprised that FGO often doesn't seem to do the same themselves. But I think that's an easy way for them to kind of like get a little bit more notoriety. Oh, Kuroboshi, yeah. FGO seems really standoffish with collab stuff. I mean, I'm okay with that. And I'm not talking about like IP collaboration. I'm talking about like actually getting like different artists, right? And I think that's perfectly fine. It's not like FGO has a particular art style. The game is kind of infamous for that. Whereas like you look at some of the other games like Genshin or like PGR, like kind of some of these other games, they just all seem they all seem to have a like very, very similar style. And I think a lot of it's because it's either done by in-house artists where they go for this aesthetic, or they just kind of keep using the same handful of people, and that's it. That's all they ever do. So FGO, at least in its early stages, branched out a lot more, and I think that was to its benefit. There's definitely some units that, you know, are very hit or miss with people. Like, you look at someone like, say, Nightingale, some people think the design is perfectly fine, other people don't like the design. And I think that's just kind of the natural course of things that will happen if you end up doing different styles in a game. Looking at you, Dante's and Cleo. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it, though. Like, I do feel like they're a little jarring compared to the rest of the units, but I don't think they look bad. I thought you were going to bring up Tez. I mean, I easily could, but Tez is low-hanging fruit at this point. Especially because a lot of people don't understand Tez. the artwork for Tez is not bad. It looks fantastic. It's just not the style that people are used to in FGO. It's a very like kind of like watercolor painterly aesthetic. It's kind of done in a way that like, you know, again, the artist is a mangaka. It's done almost in that same sort of like manga cover style. And I think that's where like people look at it and they're like, "Oh god, that looks so bad." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's cuz it's like not digital." That's kind of the issue with it. A lot of people think that like, "Oh, everything has to look the exact same way." Tez's art book was sold out immediately when it got released. Yeah, I believe it. And I'll say this, I think like that is an entirely English speaking issue. I haven't seen anybody on the Japanese side of things ever bring up Tez's art style and be like, "Oh, it looks bad" or something like that. It's just all a like, you know, a English speaker playing on the Japanese server issue. Wicket, thank you for the 38 months. Hope you're doing well, my man. Some art has really grown on me. Yeah, like I said, I think part of the issue there too is that Tez's design, like the actual like way that his outfit looks, is very weird. It's very I don't want to say anything because spoilers, but like there's a reason it looks the way it does. They talked about that actually in the anniversary interviews, and again, like I think that kind of adds to people thinking that it's you know, out of place, when the reality is like it didn't matter who drew that design, it would have looked out of place. And then there's Columbus and his smile. Yeah, the smile that like 10 out of 10 dentists recommend. I love the Columbus art. It's at least like really interesting, I'll say. Oh, actually, hold on. Do we have new missions now? I don't know when these unlocked. No, okay, so the missions have been all really easy to do. Most of the time you guys can like actually get them complete with just one unit. So it makes it pretty easy. I love Columbus because it matches his personality. Yeah, it does. Like how in Zero, Lancelot was mostly CG. I think that's just kind of a sign of the times that people kind of have to do that, right? Like, you look at older anime and it's like they didn't really have a good animation style for it. Or in order to actually animate it, it would have been extremely cost prohibitive. Usually the reason that CGI gets used, chat, is because of cost, not because they can't like actually draw it themselves. It's just one of those things where they go like, holy shit, that's going to put us way, way over budget. Did I just... Well, this isn't good. I literally just plug suited out my Kid Gil for no reason. Maybe it's because Trubs was here and Trubs is like rubbing off on me. Scuff, that means a sub? No, I usually only do that during lottos. And like I said before, usually the whole reason I do that is to like penalize myself so that I don't actually mess up. It's really for me and not for you. It's designed to like make me go like, crap, if I keep messing up, it's gonna cost me money. So that I'm actually more efficient at a lotto. Trub said you should have gonged him, of course. CGAI gonna change the game, coping for a new Atalanta animation update. I mean, I would absolutely love if the devs actually like, you know, went out there and did like more live 2D and like 3D and stuff like that. I think it would actually really help the game. But we'll see whether or not they ever do anything like that. Cat being tsundere when he knows that he he wants to give us all them free subs, sure. Somehow the song request matches. I don't know. Actually scuffed 2 caster comp runs today. It happens. Nightingale's gorgeous. See, and that's exactly my point. Like, some people love it, some people don't. I'm not the person that's gonna judge on that. Like, obviously there are art styles and pieces I like more than others, but it doesn't mean that like I can't see the beauty in other styles, right? They're just I guess not like as endearing to me, where like I look at a style and go like, oh man, that's beautiful, and it really evokes some feeling out of me, versus like I look at other styles and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And like in not meant in an insult way, just like I don't feel the same thing about it, right? A big FGO pet peeve is when the NP doesn't use the outfit you're using. Yeah, I would love for stuff like that to change, but I think that sort of thing would need like an actual overhaul, because basically what's happening with the NPs chat is it's kind of like it's playing a movie. Sometimes it has different movies that they have created, other times they haven't. I think a lot of that boils down to like having enough of an animation department, and I think that's something that like FGO's obviously had issues with over the years. Like, I'm gonna say this, not even talking about like, you know, obviously the butt jiggle physics in Nikkei and stuff, right? But like I have seen some of the like live 2D work of the Nikkei artists, like I think it was the one where it was the girl like sitting there like jiggling her mic back and forth, which I saw someone edited to make it look like she was jerking it off. But regardless, like, you know, just seeing that, I'm like, wow, that actually took quite a bit of like talent to make that look very realistic and stuff like that. I'm like, a little bit, I don't know why the FGO devs don't go more towards something like that. I know it would be a lot of work. I know it would be a lot of money. I think if there is like any change that they could make to faster like revive the popularity of this game, it would be doing stuff like that. If they actually came out with like brand new live 2D animations and stuff, I think that would make people take a look back at the game and be like, whoa, FGO's doing that? Holy shit. Right? And I think that would actually kind of cause them to reconsider and give the game a try, either for the first time or again, in a lot of the jilted ex-lover cases, as I like to talk about. I have a feeling it's spaghetti code for whatever reason. It's not quite spaghetti code so much as I think it's like Unity and them using sprites, and sprites are a very interesting issue in that regard. And that's where I think like their devotion to sprites have made the game age well, but it's also something that's like it's very old tech at this point and most people don't use it. Do you think they don't do live 2D because it would mess with the engine too much? No. I don't think that's the case. Live 2D chat, in a weird way, live 2D is basically just yet another video that they can play. Obviously, they can make it where it's like interactable, where if you like tap the screen or something, it does something. But like for the vast majority of it, it's like a pre-recorded sequence. So it just requires them to have actually animated it and spliced it together. I think maybe one of the bigger issues would be the actual like data size of the game would begin to bloat at that point. I think that's definitely something that I see a lot of other games concerned about nowadays, is just how big each of their apps are getting. And like phones just don't have the capability to handle like that many of these things. So that's definitely an issue. The dream would be if they imported arcade animations to my room. Yeah. It's more about them not putting the resources in their project like that. Right. Does this animation make my AP look fat? Yes. Hey, grandma, that's actually a badass. Wait, you mean Helena? as does much of the game. I'm still largely okay with FGO and its like systems and everything like that. I know like this to me is a really interesting concept that I see like people complain about the gameplay of FGO. And I don't mean like, hey, this one part of it doesn't work well. I mean like people legitimately go and say like FGO sucks, its gameplay is boring. And I'm like, huh? And the reason I don't get that is because I'm somebody that like loves strategy games. I've grown up with turn-based JRPGs and stuff like that. So like none of this bothers me. And turn-based systems are something that have been there since the origin of gaming and will be there when gaming ends. I think people don't understand that. They call it like old school, but they don't realize how long turn-based has been around and how long action-based stuff has been around. So it's just a matter of preference. Some people find that boring. That's cool. I also find, like the Genshin Impact system of just running up to something and spamming 2 buttons to be boring as well. It is what it is, right? Like, I think it's just whether or not you can enjoy it and, don't get bored out of your mind when you're doing it. I think that's really all that matters. And to different people, it's going to be different things. It's mostly just a grinding loop, I suppose. Yeah, and I think, like, maybe it's a little bit more obvious in FGO, but let's be honest, chat. Show me the gacha game where that's not the case. Oh, there you go. We're already at Mystic Code level 3. And I didn't do Barbados farm at all, really. Like, I think I killed Barbados 25 times. That was it. Like, so, yeah. We're already at rank 3 on this sucker. Gacha games are resource management simulator with story. Yep. All they ever are. And people just like to flex and T-pose on each other based off of that. Like, oh, well, that gameplay is so old school. That gameplay is so boring. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're enjoying it, right? Since it lacks a lot of modern QoL like skips, sure, so does Genshin Impact. You can't skip shit in Genshin. Like, I think that's kind of my point, right? Like, it's not a QoL thing so much as, like, these other games realize that, like, their stuff is boring and that you want to move on to the next gacha game. And that's why they give you, like, autos and skips, right? I've talked about this before, but this is also why we see like so many of these other gacha games just become like a dime a dozen, where like you have people playing like 7 different gacha games and they're like, yeah, like I gotta do my gacha dailies and it takes them like 3-4 hours to do it all. I'm gonna say, one, those people probably need to like re-examine how they're using their time, but 2, that is also to me why I think like FGO has carried its attachment so well over the years compared to some of these other games. FGO has been around to watch the rise and fall of many a gacha game over the years. And, like, it's nothing new. Like, I think at this point, people are, like, thinking that FGO is somehow intimidated by the other gacha games, when the reality is FGO and any of its issues are entirely, like, self-inflicted. It has nothing to do with what other games are doing. Like, we can certainly request other things that other games have, but to me, like, probably the biggest one out of that is one that, most people I think would agree but don't mention, and that's like, we just don't have an account system in this game, and that fucking sucks. Like, I wish we did have an account system. That to me is like the biggest quality of life that they could ever implement, because it would stop you losing players from basically them losing their account because a transfer code didn't work, right? Like, and I don't even think that's a like, oh, it's a new thing in gacha or anything like that. It's not a modern QoL. It's a QoL that like every other gacha game has. FGO just has its own unique, weird system there. I've tuned out the account problem, but it's pretty archaic. Yeah, it just, even this, it's not necessarily archaic. It's just different. And there are some advantages to having transfer codes, like just basically the fact that you can just hop like wherever the fuck you want without really any real setup or anything like that. But yeah, there's also a lot of problems, and there's not like the safety net that the other systems have, which I think is the biggest issue ultimately at the end of the day. I think realistically, the big thing that this one has is that, like, yeah, you have to actually like physically transfer from one device to another. I think that particular aspect is archaic. Having to worry about the code is a hassle. Yeah. Like I said, I think there are ways that FGO could certainly improve, but I think like when I look at what other gacha games are doing, please understand that they have different gameplay. It is what it is, right? Like what works for one game won't necessarily work for the next. Yeah, I agree with that, Suki. If the code was a secondary security measure, it'd be nice. Yeah, like a absolute recovery or something like that. Like, you know, oh shit, my device bricked. Well, I gotta go install it on this new one. Let me just get my account code out rather than it being a transfer code, you know? There's no backup and they expire every time you use it, right? I have a freak out worrying about losing my FGO account. I mean, at that point, Justin, I would like try to clear some space on your phone. Like maybe get rid of some of like the pictures or media that you have on it. Try to like get rid of some of the apps you're not using, that sort of stuff. But usually I would imagine it's not going to delete apps that you're actually using. It's probably just going to look at like your least used apps and delete them. At 1 million plus users, Google Identity is 32 cents a person. Sure. But you got to realize that's a lot of money when you're talking millions of players. And at the same time, they don't need to use anything like that. They can do this shit themselves. It's not hard. FGO gameplay change is kind of hard. I think if they messed with the 3-turn farming, people would go crazy. I think you could do it. I think the issue with it is that like basically at this point we have seen what the devs' idea of like making content harder is and stuff, and it usually just amounts to like time wasting, right? They would lose a lot of money for people who quit due to transfer codes. What do you mean? Like they'll lose a lot of money regardless. That was already a point I made. You could only farm with hearts, probably. Yeah, that is another issue, right? Does FGO still reset your quartz to 0 when you transfer to a new phone device? I believe it's only when you transfer across types. If you go from like Apple to Google or Google to Apple. And that's just because it simply does not have it stored in that ecosystem. More than the cost of the Google account thing. Right. I understand that, Strom. My point is they don't need to do Google. I understand like somebody wanted to link that and say like, but CAD, they could do this. Yes, that would be a solution. They don't need to do that. They could literally just do it themselves like most other gacha games do. Like that's my entire point. It's let's not die on the Google hill because the Google hill doesn't matter and has nothing to do with any of this. Google Apple does not reset your send course. At least when I did it back in the day, it did. I don't know if it does it now because I haven't tried to do any sort of transfer over to like an emulator or anything in a long time. But I know that was kind of like how it used to work. And it wasn't like, oh, you had no quartz. Like the quartz would still be there when you went back. It's just like you didn't have courts in that particular ecosystem. What's to do with fragments? I don't know. I think it usually also blanks them, but if chat's saying that that's no longer the case, then maybe it is. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the expert on transfers. I haven't done them in a long time. I started playing FGO this past month. Been having way more fun here than in Genshin. I'm glad you do. Like I said, here's the one thing I'm going to say, and this is something I actually get upset at FGO about, that I feel like FGO does a much better job of respecting your time than like half the other gacha games out there. Everyone wants an NP skip in FGO and claims that this is some problem, when the reality is it's not. The reality is FGO is still ridiculously easy and fast and efficient to actually spend your time in. And unlike the other gacha games, for most of them, you can just sit there and like tell FGO, do an NP and like walk away. You don't have to like worry about pausing the game or like your character dying or something in the interim most of the time. So, like I said, I think FGO does a good job of actually respecting your time. Obviously, there are things like lotto events that don't. We've talked about that before. And like I've said, I've gotten upset at them for things that I think are unnecessarily time wasty. You guys are about to get that on NA. Your very first Road to 7 campaign, when you do a Super Recollection, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. The Super Recollections are the exact same thing as the original fight, just with bloated health values. They're not any harder in reality. They just take way longer to do, and it's fucking annoying. And that's kind of what I got on to them about, is like, it's just not fun. Like, it basically offered no additional challenge other than like, there are the occasional fight that they were made easier if you could get through them quickly. That then if you had to like spend the time to like actually sit there and deal with the mechanics, they got a little bit harder. But to me, that's not that big of a deal, right? FP rolling definitely does not respect my time. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Before you ask for a NP skip, give me an FP skip. Holy shit. Give me an FP skip where it just goes like and just like rolls out by the million. Okay? FP rolling is the worst thing in FGO by far. If you've had to sit there for hours on end rolling it out, it's just not fun. Especially for in-game accounts where we're like, bro, I already have everything that could possibly appear in this. Stop making me like sit here and waste all of my time with this. Lottos are now better with the 100 spin. Yeah. I think FGO doesn't need to speed up its gameplay. And I'm going to say this, chat. This is the problem that I've had with some of the other gacha games that I've tried out. Okay? I'm going to make this clear in as easy a way as I can by talking about a different game. Okay? So, imagine you unironically like FIFA. Okay? Imagine you play FIFA. And then imagine instead you decide to try out this different like football club management simulator where you're not actually playing the characters in the match. You're just instead like shuffling through menus and organizing stuff, and then the game like automates it. It like every single match is automated and played in a simulation for you. The difference right there is FGO is FIFA, and so many other gacha games are that shitty, like, just simulator, that menu shuffler. That's all they are, right? And the reason I say this is because, and not every gacha game, please understand, but there are so many that are just mired in, like, management hell constantly, where, like, all you do is just shuffle through lists and constantly deal with, like, crap. And then you do it all for like the 30 seconds of, I go into a node, I skip it, I'm done. And that is what it is, right? Like, so that's the difference there between the two. Some people like one, some people like the other. It's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to denigrate it, but that is the exact example that I'm talking about. You spend much more time in FGO actually playing the game than you do in like its menus and stuff like that on average. And in that regard, I think it's fair. I think it's fine. I don't think it needs to be sped up on the gameplay side of things. I think it needs to be sped up on the like, holy shit, I don't want to stare at this menu for hours on end side of things. People just want to see the code. It's like the Matrix. Yeah. It's an actual game and their players have a superiority complex over FIFA degens. I don't know, right? I'm just trying to give you guys an example of, to me, how this compares to other gacha games, right? I'm trying to remember what the one that I played with that was like this. Artery Gear, chat. I played Artery Gear, and that Artery Gear was the epitome of like just a menu simulator to me. Okay, so to me, I imagine that's probably how Epic 7 and other things are like that, right? Like where it's just, oh my god, all you do is sit in a freaking menu shuffling stuff around. That's it, over and 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 over again. I think one of the root problems is that FGO's inventory system is extremely out of date compared to other gachas. Yeah, and I've said this before, like, people tell me, like, oh, FGO's UI is trash. I'm like, FGO's UI is fine. It's just, there are some points of it, I think, that need quality of life. And I agree with you. I think the inventory is in particular something that does. I gotta go back to that game? No, you don't. How about Blue Archive? I don't know. I haven't ever played Blue Archive, so someone in chat would have to tell me. I know some of you guys are here from Fino, and I know Fino was just in it, so you guys would have to tell me how Artery Gear, or sorry, not Artery Gear, how Blue Archive is in terms of its gameplay. Like, isn't Blue Archive like similar to like Girls Frontline and like trying to think of like another one that was like that. I don't know. There was another one, but I don't remember. Are UI edits reasonable with the single? Yeah, I think so. They've done them for years, so. Only annoying thing Dokkan is clearing box space. Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna say that is somewhat similar to the issue that we have with like FP rolling and FGO. The FP rolling in and of itself takes a long time, but then it's also all the inventory management hell that you have to do on the back end of that. And that's why I said, like, to me, that is one of the worst things in FGO. Nothing else in FGO really requires you to do that nearly as much. Occasionally, you might have to, like, after you had a big rolling session in the gacha, have to do a similar thing, but usually FP rolling is the worst. Characters move on their own to use their ultimates when they come up. So in that regard, similar to Azure Lane, then. Archive is like Princess Connect. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, right? Like, and like in this regard, chat, remember my point about FGO still being here through the rise and fall of many gacha games? Chat, we can mention so many gacha games that were like a hit thing for like, you know, several months and then like kind of died out, right? Like that's kind of what I think happens is as games get more and more automated, people don't care about them as much. I think they basically just log in, do their shit, and they realize that it's become a chore and that they're not enjoying it, and they just move on to the next thing. Tower of Wizardry? I haven't heard that one. The thing I like about FGO is that unlike modern gachas, it's not constantly forcing you to go to the shop all the time. Yeah, I agree with that. Right? Like, I feel like a lot of gacha games nowadays, too, are beginning to, like, try to include, like, microtransactions and shit, and it's just like, no, stop. Like, and I've said this before, too. I'd be okay if they at least did, like, a skin shop or something, right? I feel like out of most of the microtransactions you can get, at least skins give you some, like, value. Versus like, yo, dude, go to the shop and buy this stamina potion. And it's like, okay, cool. And then I use it. And then there's like no value to it after I used it. Versus like a skin you keep in perpetuity for at least the duration of the game's life, right? I'm surprised Summer War is as old as it is. Remember the OG gacha Pal World? Yeah. What about an FGO Battle Pass? No, because I think that goes under the exact same premise as automating the game. The whole entire reason that people buy battle passes in games is usually to get materials that they don't want to farm for, or to get the like rare unlocks and power ups because it's pay to win, right? Neither of those scenarios to me is good. I think both of those divest the player from the game very quickly, and that's why I think most battle passes don't work. I've said this before. I will continue to say it. I actually think that Genshin Impact has a good battle pass, like at least in the sense that every single level, both payers and free to players get something. Whereas in all these other shitty battle passes, they do it the like Halo Infinite style, where it is just, it's like, oh, hey, bro, what if we gave you 7 pay levels and then 1 free to play level? And I'm like, bro, what? And then like the free to play thing is just trash. Like the 7 paid things are way better, and the 1 free to play thing you get is like, yo, dog, you got some QP. It's like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't like battle passes in that regard. Most of them are scummy. And that's kind of the issue. It's like, yeah, the system can work if it's done well. Most of the time, you can't trust devs not to take the scummy, self-serving way. Or a problem, but if they ever do an FGO2 or something like that, I hope that something of our OG accounts carries over. I've talked about this before in chat. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news and break it to you the hard way here. You will carry nothing over, and you will like it. I think it just is what it is. If you give the like company the opportunity to completely like recoup their investment in a new game, they're going to, right? Like, think about it this way. They had to invest a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort to come out with a new game. Why the hell would they let all of your shit roll over so that you could then not fund the new game, not allow them to recoup their investment, right? It's just a losing proposition for them. So I don't think they're going to do something like that. I think it'd be at least interesting to say like, hey, what if you allowed us to like, carry over a handful of things? Or like, what if we could like pay to get like some kind of transfer? I think those would be interesting scenarios that I haven't really seen games do yet. But yeah, I would not expect anything to carry over in the case of a sequel or something like that. Out of line, but you're right. Yeah, I know. I hate it too, right? It's just, I think that's the sadly logical choice that a game company would make. Likely my favorite waifus wouldn't be getting in from the beginning or at all. Yeah, and I think that would be another issue too, is people would expect like the full-blown 400 unit roster to be in, and it would be like, bro, what? I think that's the issue with live service games these days. People expect to keep their old stuff when a sequel comes out. Yeah. I'm going to say this. I don't think it's unreasonable to people to expect that. I think it's a disconnect between the goals of a player and the goals of a developer, right? A developer wants to make money. A player goes, I've spent all this time and money, all this effort. I expect to keep it. I expect to keep my progress. I expect to be able to look back and flex on my friends for how much I've done, how much of a degen I've been. That way, I can say my time here mattered. But devs don't care. They just want your money. Now, that being said, we could look at something like Overwatch 2 and say, well, you got to keep everything in Overwatch 2. So there is that. However, I think we could also say that Overwatch 2 is just like Overwatch and they just scribbled a 2 in behind it. So. And Zhang, thank you for the follow. They would have to make a really good sequel for me to redo all the grind I did again. Yeah. I don't know how I would feel about an FGO2. I would certainly be interested to play it. I would certainly be like interested in becoming a content creator for something like that. I don't know, right? Like, I have no idea at that point, like, talking in hypothetical, the future changes many things, chat, and, you know, anything could happen between now and such an event, so. For all I know, maybe, like, by the time an FGO2 or something like that would come out, I'd be done streaming. Like, I have no idea, right? Like, it's entirely possible that, like, some calamitous event in my life happens where I, like, meet a girl, settle down, and, like, decide to, like, just have kids or something like that and no longer stream. Time changes people, goals change, everything like that, so. How would FGO2 look like? I have no idea. Not kids, yeah, not kids. Okay, chat, we've got the live stream, I believe, in like 25 minutes here. That is a video of mine. Okay, thank God. But in the interim, I have a challenge quest to do, which hopefully I can do in 25 minutes, chat. Okay, quick, give me a fast comp to clear the challenge quest with, so that it doesn't take me 25 minutes. My daughter is old enough to move out and get married. Yep. And more credit to you, Kimba. But like I said, like, I have no idea if something like that would change me, right? For all I know, they come out with FGO2, and it's like this like shitty ripoff Genshin clone that I just hate, right? Like, that's also equally possible. It's like the next game is just not good. I don't know. Who knows what the future holds? Sushi? We doing musushi? Something udon lady. Okay, but is it udon lady Saber or udon lady Berserker? Oh boy, I so love when it's a question mark node. Oh, the archer. Okay, thank you. Now I understand who you're talking about. Okay, what am I facing? I'm facing an Iori. Oh, yeah, that's really interesting. They gave us multiple classes here. Oh, that's actually curious. Like, nothing that they do is, like, very terrifying. It's a very straightforward thing. Okay, but I could just take Takaru and I'll probably try to backline Takaru. Well, no, I won't. I'll just go ahead and do Musashi. I'll just have to protect Musashi. Chat, behold my NP3 archer here. Oh, I haven't done Musashi's upgrade, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go do it. That's exactly what I'm gonna go do. Which will probably take me the full duration, but maybe if we have some time after the live stream, we can do it. Why? I literally just came right back in. I swear, sometimes my fingers, man, they act on their own. Whenever I see a question mark mode, I'm always like, time to bring out a Morgan. Oh, I've been screwed so many times over the years by question mark nodes, chat, that whenever I see a question mark node, allow me, all I do is I go pull open fandom. I just don't care anymore. Like, I don't care about, like, the EPing of trying to figure out, like, the node. I just go look, go like, okay, this is a comp that probably works, and just, like, slap it in there and do it. Like, to me, it's the dev's like ultimate middle finger, just like when you pop a break bar and it like, insta charges. I'm just like, well, okay, I had no way of possibly knowing that without cheating, so there we go. To me, it's just them trying to waste your time and waste your AP. Like, and I'll say this, I think I'm a little bit more like playful and like experimental in like NA, but JP, no, I give no fucks about JP. JP, if you give me a question mark note, I will just go look up what it is, because I just don't want my time wasted like that on JP. Fish? Yes. Go fish, chat. Which, of course, will have the Sky trade, I'm sure, right? Instant charging after break bars always feels so cheap. Yeah, I think it's like, I once heard someone say that you just have to anticipate that they're going to instant charge after every break bar, and I'm like, that's cool, but the problem is you only have so many survival cooldowns. What's the node makeup of 90 plus and plus plus on JP? Plus plus is a 161 node. I don't remember what the plus is, because I haven't been doing it. They need to put more information in the game itself. Yeah, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I think, like, so chat, we have the missions on NA where it's like, bring one king, bring one earth. I'm like, okay, cool. So, like, I can't see that information. How do I know? Do I just keep moving stuff around until I get lucky? Or do I go look it up on a third-party site because you actually don't tell me? Just use Artoria, she's both. And that is what I did. But, like, I found it funny because I'm just like, I had that thought this morning as I was going to go, like, do it. And I was like, okay, but how would I know if I didn't already know, right? Is there a JP live stream coming up? NA has one. JP, I believe, also has another one coming up, and that's probably to announce their Valentine's Day. But I don't remember exactly when it is. You'd have to ask Trubs. He's told me before, but I have absolutely forgotten, and I have to apologize for that. Dad, I will go ahead and pop the apples to do this. To be fair, the lore should tell us a few traits about servants. And sometimes you can glean some stuff, but yeah, I think it's like, it needs to be just like blatantly obvious. JP, V-Day, Arya, or Aurora? Neither. I will laugh though, right? Because to me, the V-Day revelation will just ultimately be hilarious, because it's either going to be Arya and then everybody will have cried for nothing, or it won't be Arya and then I get to watch the people that just like were like unhinged about Arya being in, like, get even angrier as they got their hopes up again. So to me, it's a win-win. Like, I literally either get to like witness everybody finally like be quiet about it, or like this is just going to be like turning it up to 11. Whoever wins, cat wins, pretty much. And it's just because, like I said, I don't have any stake in this one. I don't care either way, but I definitely find it annoying when some people like go over the top with stuff. I see. Thank you, Hirsch, for the 43. How are you doing, bud? What you been up to lately? Can't wait for it to be like Fate Extra Win. I have no idea who it's going to be, right, chat? Like, I'm long past the ability to like predict what new units are coming out on JP, because we have had this like hard break in the story that, like, if you don't want to just completely spoil yourself for NA, I can't possibly like know anything, right? And that being said, I do know some stuff, but like for me to even be able to speculate might potentially spoil NA, so I don't like that. Especially since most of my viewers are NA people. Hasn't JP released Valentine's servants in a pair? Murasaki and Sei, Karen and Bazette, Pope, and I don't know. That'd be an interesting observation. I've never really like paid attention to that in a weird way. Stop bullying us Tamamo fans. Yes, I'm bullying you Tamamo fans by currently using Tamamo. It's gonna be Bride Saber for the 20-year Annie. I would love that in all honesty. At least like an outfit or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get my hopes up for something like that. If it is, then let the revelation be what it is, and then I'll get excited. But until that point, I won't. Gonna do the mighty chain. Concerning Arya enjoyers, let me taste your tears, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Like I said, I think, chat, if you're an Arya fan, assume that Arya is never coming into FGO. If you do that, then if she ever does show up, then you can finally be excited. But it's better to just not get your hopes up. I know that sounds really like nihilistic and like I'm telling you not to care. I'm not, just so much as telling you that like it's kind of like the Abe no Seimei crowd, where it's like they jump at shadows, and every single time Abe no Seimei even gets a partial mention or like something that could possibly be alluding to Onmyoji stuff, they end up like going like, oh my god, it's Abe no Seimei. The whole point is like you just kind of sit at that point just like repeatedly expecting it and getting your hopes up for nothing, right? And then we also get the people that completely mention characters that have absolutely not been revealed at all outside of having read the story for LB7. Chat, please don't say crap like that. Holy shit. I'm obviously aware those characters exist. The rest of chat isn't. I'll be right eventually, yeah. Was anyone else around when the OG Tamamo released on NA? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The original Tamamo banner was like the apocalypse. Same thing with like the original Jalter banner, the original Erish banner. Like, man, we had like several points in early FGO where they were very much like do or die moments for people. Like, people liked the game, they were super excited, they wanted that character, and then they got shafted in the gacha. And like I said, this is why FGO has so many jilted ex-lovers. Where's this song coming from? I believe this is from Final Fantasy 16. It is a banger. But no, it's okay, guys. Just please remember, like, you know, obviously some of you in chat have like read and know JP, but there's plenty of people here that haven't. So just respect them, you know, let them experience and find out about things in their own time and their own pace. Like, to me, as long as it's like a revealed released servant in the game, I'm okay with that, because that's like impossible to hide that. But if it has not been shown in anything like outside of story, please don't say that. Aphrodite copium, yeah, and so like we could mention Aphrodite there, and I can at least say that like the majority of NA is beyond that point. We obviously have some newer people, so I don't mind if you mention that name. Just, you know, obviously don't mention anything directly story spoiler about it. But I would love for the Greek gods to actually get a crack at servant releases, and I think that'd be awesome. Chat, chat. What if Demeter for Valentine's Day? I do agree Aphrodite makes more sense, but like that'd be a way to get some money out of me. The flashbacks. I want the Wada Arco one. Not as hyped as Demeter, but I'll still take it. Okay, but chat, like, y'all have seen, like, the human form, right? Because, like, FGO needs me some of this. That's all I'm saying. That would definitely get some people to come back and check FGO out. Wait a minute, what happened to my Takaru? Hold on, I was bamboozled. Charger, no. He died? Oh, good. It was a he. It must have been an imposter because mine's a she. Cad got Nero'd. Wait, did I get Nero'd? This is clearly a Janu. Okay. Oh, now I actually fucked up. I'm about to get Jarchered to death. Yeah, this is what happens when I don't pay attention. When is stream? Stream is in 9 minutes. Command seal? Nah. We're not gonna make it by the actual like time, right? Like I guess what I'm trying to say is we're not going to get the CQ done before the stream, so we'll do it after. I'd like to see another Paris that doesn't look like a 7-year-old girl. I wouldn't mind seeing like an older Paris in that regard. But that's, you know, there's a reason that we have the younger variant. Get Jarched and let Takaru rotate back in. What do you mean rotate back in? Like Takaru was there. Takaru got Dedge though. Ah, perfect. Okay, gonna use that on her. And then we're gonna let Ku do his work. Ku save us, yes. Mr. SA, thank you for the 40. How's it going? I just want like one more North American servant that isn't done dirty like Calamity Jane. I mean, I like Calamity Jane, but I will agree that Calamity Jane's kit is somewhat niche and hard to use, right? Okay, there we go, chat. So I guess we can go ahead and start the CQ and we can just transition over. Which, let me go ahead and start getting prepped for stream. Gonna turn Aurelia see-through. Yeah, we got 6 minutes, chat. So that, well, I mean, you can see, but you can't see. First Sergeant is fucking awful. Yeah, and I think that's kind of an issue for a unit that kind of really requires stars for her entire third skills gimmick. So I think that's something they really do got to work on. Okay, now I have a brand new NP3 level 100 archer. This is gonna go swell, chat. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? We'll just go ahead. We'll just go ahead and we'll try to hope beyond hope that that like my Castoria can keep the party alive. Famous last words, I know. Is there at this point doubting that we get Bizet after maintenance? Yeah, I think it's possible. And I think that's completely reasonable that you don't. Like, I think it's going to be after maintenance, but I think it's absolutely possible that you don't get it right here. Jarcher American model? Yes. Chat, isn't the red thing like guts removal or something? If I remember correct, I don't remember. They've started doing it more recently here. Break guts? Gonna go ahead and put that sucker on cooldown. Because they're both sabers. Well, Iori does have that double defense. But I suspect we're gonna get an actual bar break here. Because I've got the damage C and a damage bonus unit. So I'm not gonna pop Tamamo's first skill. Actually, were any of those effects an instant charge? Okay, that's a problem. Wait, do they not have actual MPs? MP seal? Yeah, but Takaru used. Maybe Takaru missed? Gonna try to play the loop with Musashi. Well, she's definitely doing damage. Holy cow. Huh? Yeah, that's a no. Like, again, maybe Takaru has immunity or something? Because I don't understand why that's twice in a row that that she hasn't gotten sealed. Okay, chat, 60 seconds. I think she removes debuffs on break. Okay, if that's the case, I'm just going to plan around it. Because it should get a lot easier when she's dead, and she should be dead after the next NP. I literally don't want either of those things. Where's my hide chat? There we go. Sometimes I have to hide chat because I don't want to see either spoilers or like people saying terrible shit that should not appear on stream. But again, premiere will begin shortly. Let me go ahead and pause the music and grab ye old faux hat. from the USA tour chat. Ugh. Chat never says terrible things. Yeah. Chat, are you guys able to hear the alert noise? Like Mulos, thank you for the follow. But when Mulos followed, did you guys hear the alerts? Yes. Okay, I just need to find a way to mute that then real fast. Where's my alert box? Oh! Chat, y'all know this sucker's stupidly loud. And then, like, the second that Albert gets on there, it's gonna be like, hey guys, my name's Albert. I'm just looking real quick, chat. Yeah. Louder than the THQ boom? I mean, it seems like it. Why are premieres always this loud? I have no idea. I have no idea. I think it's that, like, YouTube has an equalized volume amount, but, like, obviously, like, video content doesn't. People record at different volumes. Lives are always funny to me. The way they pretend we don't already know anything, they should play into it. Yeah, I agree. Are you ready for Hollow Ataraxia global release to be announced this stream? I doubt it.
Hello everyone, my name is Albert Cao. I'm the localization producer for Fate Grand Order here at Aniplex of America. And as always with me
is Michael Castamento.
Is Valentine's
the
date.
assistant localization producer for Fate Grand Order, also here at Aniplex of America.
Thank you all for tuning in to Chaldea Broadcasting Station Live Volume 5. Unannounced Souvenir Valentine, The Chocolate Tree, and The Goddess's Choice pre-release special stream. This is the first stream of the year.
Oh yeah,
So-
it is, isn't it?
Welcome everybody to 2024.
All right, welcome to 2024.
I hope everybody had a great new year. Everybody got what they want for GSSR.
They recorded this back in
I got
2023,
Seicho
didn't
Nagam.
they?
I'm happy.
I've finally got Okita Soji, so I'm happy too.
Nice.
Okay,
and then
maybe not.
Also, just to recap a little bit from last year, we had an event in Anime NYC
Yes, we did.
where we had Kano-san and we had Ishiya-san, we had Kawanishi-san there with us.
Albert
And
glitched
we
out
had-
there
we
for a
had
second.
Challenge Quest on the
Yeah.
mini stage. We had Kano-san's meet and greet. We had autograph. So hopefully next time when everybody have an opportunity, I will be able to see you at one of these conventions.
Yeah, we hope so, because that was a really fun time.
Yeah. And then also, very recently, we had a special collaboration stream with Hololive EN, where we had Ina and Crony talk about FGL. So
You guys watched, right?
we hope everybody watched and enjoy.
Probably more
the
watched
stream.
than watched you.
Now, today we're here to talk about new events.
We are.
We are.
Oh, that is what it says. I'm sorry.
But before we go into the new event, I would like to review some of the things that are currently going on in game. So, game news light.
The Arc
First,
1
let's take a
Improvements
look
campaign.
At Part 1 Improvement Singularity Repair Support, which is going on right now. In Part 1, the high difficulty event Vengeful Demons Well at the Prison Tower that used to be exchangeable using the rare prison at the Da Vinci Workshop is now unlockable for free once you clear Fourth Singularity. In that regard, the Arjuna and the Karna Trial Quest, which was also exchangeable using rare prisons before, is now available for free once you clear the Fifth Singularity. The Trial Quest awards players with a summon ticket upon clearing. So if you haven't cleared them before, use this opportunity to get a summon ticket. In addition, Spiritron Dress Wardrobe Key and
I think I've already cleared it
Wardrobe
before,
Key
so...
Acquisition Quest is added to the dressmaking section of the Da Vinci Workshop. Specifically is the Monte Cristo selection for Edmond Dantes and the Bequeathed Traveling Cloth for Arjuna. So these will be exchangeable for free for players who have cleared Fourth Singularity for the Edmond Dantes Spiritron Dress, and for Fifth Singularity if you want Arjuna's Spiritron Dress. Next, we have Part 1 Improvements Part 2. For these, we have a new Events Quest. The Events Quest is slightly more challenging than your typical free quest.
No, they're not.
And then bring your level up servants to tackle these.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Once you clear the Advanced Quest Combat Training Program 3 nights, you'll be able to get a new 4-star craft essence in exhaustible amount of dust. If you take this craft essence to any quest that drops Void's Dust, it will improve the drop rate of Void's Dust. In addition, the main interlude, Merry Christmas in the Underworld, is also unlockable for free now, once you clear 7th Singularity in the main quest part 1. In this main interlude, you will be able to add the 4-star event limited servant Attila the Santa.
Yep.
Who you really want to add because she's
to your roster once you clear the event. So for any new players who have missed it before, once you clear 7th Singularity, you will have a chance to play this event. For players who maybe didn't have a chance to play it or didn't finish it, this will be a good chance for it as well. Additionally, once you finish 7th Singularity in Main Quest Part 1, you will be able to tackle free quests where
you noticed that
AFK
AFK
dropped, and you'll be able to play them for half AP cost until you clear them for the first time. And once you clear them for the first time, you will be able to get Void Dust from it, and after that, you can bring the new 4-star craft assets to them. To kind of stock up on Void Dust.
That's one of those components that you're going to need a lot of.
Yeah.
If you haven't already amassed a giant pile, you're going to want it.
Yeah. So next,
and you're not going to get it by the 5%.
Pre-release campaign is also happening right now, where you guys will be able to receive items such as Stargazer's Teapot, Saint Cords, and Lantern of Chaldea. Next,
spin these in Valentine's
the
chat.
Valentine's 2024 pre-release campaign. There will also be pickup summons. Starting tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific time, there will be a Murasaki Shikibu caster pickup, and on the following day at 8 p.m. Pacific time, there will be a Seisho Naga Archer pickup.
Ooh,
as well.
chat.
So for these two pickups, event limited craft essence that's only available before on these pickups at the previous Valentine's event will also be available as part of this pickup. So if you miss any of these craft essence,
that may not be good for event release.
You want additional copy to max limit break them, now is the time to try.
Yeah, a couple of those are pretty good, so
yeah.
that's definitely worth going for.
And then a lot of these event limited offer great effect, like
oh yeah,
and like what Michael just said. And again, if you miss this chance again, you don't know when's the next time you'll be able to.
Yeah, the better is on the 4th.
I for one definitely want to go for Seisho.
We still might get it, but they usually don't release 2 concurrent banners, 2 units at the same time.
And this just dropped.
Albert, come on, a lot of effort was put into that.
Was it?
Be
more respectful of it, please.
Right here, I'll hold it.
That's better, yeah.
My name is Albert, hello. So, we're finally at the section. We're going to talk about the latest game information.
Yeah.
So first, Valentine 2024 event.
Yeah.
So this year's Valentine event is titled Manana's Souvenir Valentines, the Chocolate Tree, and the Goddess's Choice.
Yep.
So first, let's take a look at the prologue text.
Here we go again.
First, let's spoil everyone.
Michael, will you do the honor?
If I must.
Oh no, okay, this is just gonna be the intro,
You
not
guys
an
made
actual
this a thing. I was
cutscene.
really counting on you to be like, no, we don't want him to do this again.
Michael, Michael.
No, that's not for me.
Michael, Michael.
Stop it. All right. Valentine's Day is forever plagued with inexplicable complications. This year, everyone in Chaldea is on edge, hoping to avoid trouble, but a single servant manifests amid the chaos, using it to their benefit, and it is those very precautions that allow this to happen. Before anyone notices, the servant disappears, and all that remains is a record of someone having ray-shifted. That could mean only one thing, an insider in Chaldea. But who would do such a thing? I may be the god of love, but I am also a nun. How could I not guide the lost sheep? The unrepentant messenger of love is responsible for the creation of yet another minute singularity, and so the sweet, bitter, and admittedly bizarre story of a strange Valentine's Day unfolds. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's
Yay!
Day!
Happy Valentine's Day!
So it's Karen
So
again.
that was the prologue. And looking at it, is Karen again involved like this?
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I guess it's not a spoiler because it's a nun. And there really aren't a lot of like. You have two options, and one of them is a lot more likely than the other. It has a bigger history of causing trouble on Valentine's Day, I guess. But no, we have no idea who could possibly be responsible for this. This is a huge mystery.
Oh my god!
Who could have caused another Valentine's Day singularity?
Do we have anything that can give our players a little bit
Do we?
of a preview?
I think we might. I think we have a clip.
Okay.
Can we roll the? Let's roll the.
Now
clip.
it's spoilers. Oh, holy shit. Oh, now I'm sad. Back when Da Vinci was hotter. Of course. Oh, for the road. Yeah, y'all ever just get like grails for the road? Ah, Straya. I actually don't remember her being in this. Did you ever think that everybody just needs their own theme song?
Come on, Karen. Every
Karen!
time with this. What are the things that have to happen for you to get kicked out of Chaldea? How much trouble do you have to cause before, I don't know, like HR or someone is just like out?
I don't think they have HR.
So exactly what happens after that? Play
Giving-
that event.
Giving away a grail has never ended badly. It's just like, I can also think of several servants who are just gonna hear that, be like, wait, who's giving away grails?
And she's just so like lightly about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like,
I
oh, by
give
the
away
way.
the grail.
I do like that everyone else has the appropriate reaction though. Just like, you
what?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so play the event because it's an interesting one, and yeah, it's. I do feel like there are some servants who just should be on a watch list.
Just hey, we have an event coming up.
Yeah.
Just calm
Like
down.
we need to know where they are. We need to know what they're doing. Like just put them in a room with some coloring books or something. Keep them busy.
That won't work.
So play
Unless
the
it's
event,
the
find
children.
out about the story. But with the Valentine event, let's talk about the usual system.
Yeah,
that
because
comes.
there's kind of a flow for
Yeah.
for these events. If this is your first one, let's talk about that.
So during the Valentine event, you will be able to give and
Yep.
receive chocolate to servants.
Talked about a lot of this in the
that
event
new
guide chat.
servants who joined
Yes.
Chaldea recently,
And it's been a few.
and also older servant lineup. So since last year, there are 29 new servants who joined.
You
Chaldea.
can, Lucario.
I know amongst them there are a lot of people's new favorite.
Yes.
Some servants people have been looking forward to a long time.
And you get the buddy
Some,
system in this one,
additional
chat.
variation of their usual favorite servants, or you're just a completionist
Yeah.
and you want every single chocolate that's available.
Yeah. And if you've been watching these streams, you know that we have a couple of servants in this lineup that we're really big fans of here. Not to single anyone out or anything.
So yeah, so look forward to the event. And do we have a little bit of?
I think we have a little. So for those of you who have never done a Valentine's event, we have just a little snippet of kind of what happens when you're giving chocolate to a servant, or in some cases, getting chocolate from a servant. So let's roll that clip.
It's
so
gonna be
you can see
Arturi,
how it
isn't it?
goes,
Because hers is just like one line. Okay.
これは嬉しいな。ありがとう。
お嬢さんの分も忘れないとは人間にしてはなかなか良い心がけだぞ。よいよいお嬢さんだ。
にしてもお嬢さん。
Did we get her chocolate covered frogs?
よく覚えてたね。
I just noticed your forehead. Yes.
知っているぞ。バレンタインデーだろ。妖精国でもよく耳にした言葉だ。楽しみにしているがいい。お前が抱く期待以上のものを用意しよ
Mommy, yeah.
う。などと言ったものの、どうしましょう。私にはバレンタインがわかりません。
しまった。
ああ、やっぱり顔を見たときそんな予感はしていたんだ。ありがとう。嬉しいよマスター。何しろバレンタインの贈り物だ。大切に保管するとも。
So there you go.
It's fully voiced.
It is fully voiced. They are all fully voiced. Yeah, so if you're wondering why your FGO install file's huge,
Yep.
it's like what 200 and
You
some
might want to
servers.
download it ahead of
Everything
time,
is
chat.
fully voiced there, so yeah.
It adds up.
It does add up, but it's worthwhile because I like these scenes are so much fun.
Yeah.
Especially getting to hear the voice for these scenes, I think makes them a lot more fun.
Yeah, and as you can see from the video, we just show some servants show a different side.
Yes, a very different side of
Show
themselves.
a very different side when they give and receive chocolates.
Yes.
So.
And some of them act exactly the way you would expect.
Yeah. So definitely use this opportunity to hear.
Some of them don't, though.
A fully voiced.
Yeah.
Special scenario. And next, let's take a look at how to actually play through this.
Chat,
event.
try to survive the Kiara Valentines.
So event summary. So this year, players will be collecting what is called a bodyguard point for this.
So they were just
event.
referred to as
Collecting
buddy
these will
points,
allow you
but
to get
okay.
2 types of chocolate and a lot of other items like we always talk about. This is your opportunity to stock up on those rare
Farming.
Ascension, level up materials, and trust me, they're gone instantly.
I see a few things on that list that I'm down to low double digits of.
Yeah, and then the two different kind of chocolates are the lock-on chocolate, where you can choose your favorite servant to exchange the gifts with.
Right.
Or you are, just, orange Jesus all the way. Orange Jesus all the way. Yeah, the surprise chocolate, you can exchange. Once you use a surprise chocolate, random.
It doesn't matter which one you use, chat.
So save the lock-ons for the ones you really want to get.
Or just get all the
And
chocolates
then,
and get
for
them
the
all.
rest, you can also certain quests will also aware Stargazer's teapot, and you can use Stargazer's teapot to further deepen your bond with your favorite servants.
I'm really glad for that addition, especially with some of mine who are above bond level 10. Like the amount of time it takes to get from 10 to 11.
So
Yep.
also a new feature will be added to this event called.
Why'd you call it bodyguard points then?
So bring along your.
Oh no,
favorite
okay, no, they
servants
must be
as your
meaning
buddy, to
the actual
event
point
quests
ladder.
their buddy grade.
Okay.
And once their
So it's
buddy
still the
grade
buddy
reaches a certain
system.
amount, their buddy rank will go up. The higher the rank, the servant's attack strength in the event quest will go up, and even the amount of bond points they gain will go up. So choose your favorite servant to make them your buddy, and leverage the feature to your advantage to proceed through the event.
Yeah, basically everybody put in your party gets buddy points. It increases their damage and bond.
And next,
The further
so
left
the
in
chocolate
position you
system,
put it,
there's also a new
the more
filtering system
buddy points they
that
get,
will
the
allow
more
players
buddy
to
rank
top up
they
between
get.
chocolate scenarios of those craft essence you already have, or to the ones that you don't have before.
Yeah.
So especially for players who's been following FGO.
Dad, if you already hold one, go ahead and like throw it in a CE bomb,
It's,
and then get
that's
them
gonna
all
be
again
really
anyways.
helpful for a lot of us, I
Yeah,
think.
so it's a very helpful function.
Does the
so please,
support matter? You will be able to see people's buddy rank on support.
and maximize your efficiency as going through this event.
Yes.
And then next we have new limited time craft essence.
Whoa, yeah.
So we'd like to
Woo!
share with everybody the illustrations of the upcoming craft essence, and here they are. So these are the new event limited craft essence.
Wow, these look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll go over each single one of them, including their effects.
Valentine Witches is actually pretty good.
So, this time we're actually doing something special.
We do have something a little special, so we're really excited about this because this time we have comments from each of the illustrators about their craft essence, and that's not something that we've ever done before.
Yeah.
In fact, it's not something that's even been done in Japan. So this is like a world first.
This is a world first.
Here for Chaldea Broadcast Station Light.
Yeah.
So
not only we're gonna
yes.
show you the illustration, the effect of time. I think it's very interesting for our viewers to get a little glimpse into kind of the design concept.
These are much more specific, issues that we're talking with artists about. So it's really interesting to get their take on like this very specific piece of art instead of.
What do you mean we?
Yeah. So let's take a look at the first.
NA isn't
craft
talking to
essence.
them.
Thank you for your hard work, illustrated by N Akuta. So first, let's take a look at the effect. Next, let's take a look at the illustrator's commentary. I wasn't sure I should take away Murasaki Shikibu's iconic dumpling hairstyle, but since she cosplayed and enjoyed it when she was in her swimsuit spirit origin, I drew her in a hairstyle I personally wanted to see her in, or in an office lady themed outfit.
He's got an office lady
I also paid
fetish.
special attention to drawing Seisho Nagan, who is watching in the background, rooting for Murasaki. I tried to strike the right balance so that she wouldn't stick out, but wouldn't be inconspicuous either. Thank you, Onakta, for the commentary.
Yes, thank you.
Office lady goes hard. Yep.
We don't get to hear from them about stuff like this.
No,
typically,
I think
so it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and I'm glad we get to do this because this is the first time we're hearing
Yeah.
about information like this too. So it's very, very interesting.
It just like sheds a different sort of light on the
I feel like they did this on JP, but maybe
And
I'm
especially a lot of times we see the
misremembering.
craft essence.
Yeah.
We're like, this is a very cute
Yeah.
craft essence, but I wish I know more about why is it like this? How did
But
it,
maybe not.
Why is
Yeah.
this character dressed this way?
Yeah,
and
and
this
how
is,
did
like,
the
what's
design
going on?
come
Well,
together?
good.
So,
I'm glad.
it's, I'm very glad we
Yeah.
got to see.
Yeah, it's actually something that's
So-
like
But we have more?
unique
We
then
have
at that
more,
point.
Let's look
So-
at another one.
Let's take a look at the next one.
So our next craft essence is
This is the good one, chat.
Valentine Witches. drawn by Hanagata. So let's take a look at the effects for that real quick. All right, then let's go ahead and also take a look at the message from Hanagata. So I believe this is the very first time Baobanshi and Morgan have been together in a craft essence since the release of Part 2, Chapter 6, Lost Belt Number 6, Fey Roundtable Domain Avalon the Fey, The Moment a Planet is Born. Knowing about the relationship and the fate these two ultimately face, I feel blessed to have the opportunity to illustrate these two side by side. For this scene, I wanted to see the two together, and since this was going to be a Valentine's Day craft essence, I simply drew it to be overflowing with sweetness, cuteness, fun, and happiness. I was given creative liberty to draw them in their outfits of my choice.
I don't think it was the first time, actually.
Very fun. I think the thing that I definitely would never have known was just that they were able to draw whatever outfit they wanted, which is great, but it's also really great to see these.
In the Halloween sea? Was it Halloween? I thought it was the summer sea.
That we're not going to talk about. So okay, if you have played Lost Belt 6, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If you haven't played Lost Belt 6, get this craft essence, enjoy it because it's very cute. Then play Lost Belt 6.
It was? Okay.
Then look at this craft essence again, but be
That's just
ready
probably
with
the
like
artist not
documentation, just
remembering or
just
knowing,
cry.
right?
It's like, oh, they're finally happy. They're so happy. They're happy. So next, let's take a look at the next craft essence. So the next craft essence is Milty Love by.
I feel like Galatea's face is weird here. She looks like really young.
So next, let's take a look at the designer commentary. I was in charge of illustrating Galatea, who manifested as a servant in the form of King Pygmalion's ideal woman. When I received material and direction from Lysenko, I learned that the depths of Galatea's love for King Pygmalion, so I made this craft essence theme Galatea's overflowing love. And I made it so that her expression, pose, outfit, and the way the chocolate sauce drips were all chock full of cuteness. I remember very well that as she is originally a sculpture, I was extremely careful to make her smile look warm, yet at the same time seem a little bashful and inorganic, but not at all unfriendly or cold. I hope everyone learns of and enjoys Galatea's cuteness, even if she might be a little muscle brain. I think that's very interesting to get that, to see the depth of the design behind it. So especially, you know, the illustrator took...
Yeah, talk about how she has her tits out, Albert.
The lore and the design concept of Galatea into consideration.
It is really interesting to know that that's something that not only are they aware of, but that they're being, talked to about.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Talk about all the stuff,
It's
all the
cool
sticky
to
stuff
know
on her
that
skin.
There's that much care being put into it,
Yeah.
at every level.
Yeah, so it's not like they really can draw whatever they think, but, a lot of this is, also gotta stay aligned with the character's design, with the character's concept, and, each of that care kind of, it's very, in a way, very well calculated when they put this
I agree.
Design together.
Very well formed.
So it's very interesting to see that.
Yeah.
And then we
have one more. One final craft essence. All right, and our final craft essence is Hot Chocolatl, and that's by Yoshimoto.
I feel like that's not how that's pronounced.
And that'll bring us to the illustrator's comment. Let's take a look. Arranging Quetzalcoatl's iconic appearance into something more modern was challenging for me. As the craft essence has both Quetzalcoatl and Jaguar Warrior, I wanted to showcase their personalities and individuality in the illustration. I think that has been done here.
Yeah.
I like that we have Quetzalcoatl is carrying everything, and then just in the back Jaguar Warrior is eating and not paying attention.
And I think Jaguar Warrior's design originally was a little bit more,
Cats really deserves more love.
The Kigurumi a little bit was a little bit more modern already to begin with.
Yeah. I can believe that she would just go out in the Kigurumi anyway, no matter the era.
I actually already have a fusion dance at the moment, Mayo. I need to do it.
This is great.
I keep forgetting too.
Want a cup of hot chocolate right now.
So we'd like to thank all our illustrators for their wonderful commentary.
Yes, thank you.
And like we said at the beginning, this is the first time we attempt to kind of feature more of these behind the scene kind of how illustrators design and put everything together.
There are so many moving parts in something like
Yeah.
this, and often these are aspects that we don't get to look at. So we hope you guys enjoyed this as much as we did.
Yeah.
Getting to see this side of how.
I think it's awesome that they actually gotten back in touch with the artists.
And next up,
Oh, there's more.
oh, of course.
Of course, there's more.
Of course, there's more.
What could it be?
So, with every new event, of course, there will
A
be
new unit.
summon.
Oh, there we go.
That was like in no way, shape, or
So
form
first,
shown.
Let's take a look at the video.
Answer.
God, I love
So
Bizet.
that is very special.
It is. Some of you may recognize this character.
Yeah, she can frag a
so,
Mimic Rimmets.
Our new servant is 5-star SSR alter ego Mananan McClare Bassett.
No, you've got to say that right. It's Mananan McClare.
Been following this franchise for a long, long time.
Very long time.
May recognize a familiar face. We would like to kind of see
NP5 rolls
how
tomorrow,
players,
chat. If it's out tomorrow.
As you see in the video, the Noble Phantasm does not work in a way that we are accustomed to see.
Right.
So we were talking about this earlier as this was
Is
coming
that
in.
from the
but
hit anime
we're really interested
Trillia?
to see
Yes.
what you guys are going to do with this servant, like how you're going to use this NP, because it is very non-standard. It's not your usual support. It's not your usual attack, but there's a potential to do a lot with it. So I'm really curious to see.
Yeah,
what
watch
people
the
who are
video
smarter
that I
than
put
me-
out talking about how to use it.
It's a big crowd, but I'm really curious to see what a lot of our players are going to make with this servant.
Right, and especially with a lot of the latest quests, it's getting harder and harder.
Yeah.
It's no longer it's no longer just Buster Go Boom.
It is not.
It's no longer Buster Go Boom or Quick Go Boom or Arts Go Boom
or just Berserker Go Burr
or Berserker Go Burr.
Yeah.
So we are very interested to see how the players fully utilize.
Now instead it's fuck around and find out, chat.
Fully utilize her skill set.
That is what hers is.
So yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. Plus it's just a cool design. I mean, it's a very stylish coat.
And as to how she's involved with the Valentine's event,
You can definitely do it with NP1.
please play the event and see her story.
Yeah.
For yourself. And when does the event come out?
That's a good question. Usually I'm the one asking.
I have NP1 on JP.
Oh, yeah. It comes out tonight at midnight, February 1st.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, definitely
So,
interesting. It
the
means they are
Valentine
accelerating the schedule
Valentine's, the
some,
chocolate treat,
which
and
I
the
don't really know
goddess's
why.
choice will begin tonight at February 1st at
But
midnight.
not surprising in the slightest.
eligibility to participate in the event, you just have to clear a Singularity F, the flame-contaminated city Fuyuki.
Which shouldn't take too terribly.
Woohoo indeed.
Yeah. And so for all the new players who just joined us, you'll be able to clear Fuyuki real quick and be able to participate in this event as well.
Well, Chad, that means Cad doesn't get a day off.
This event, we do have a special trailer.
Well, of course we do.
Oh, of course we do. So let's take a look.
Oh, I saw Lartoria in there.
All right, I can't wait for the event.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day events are always.
It is a fun event, chat.
I always enjoy them, but this we have a bunch of new servants that I'm
Yeah.
really excited about.
That means a lot more chocolate in
Yeah,
scenario.
more chocolate, more scenario, some sort of weird something going on with.
Yeah, they have a buddy
whales
system.
given away.
Yeah.
I for one would like to know what's going
Yep.
on, so I'm really excited.
And I am happy to announce that
we
have reached our goal for the social media campaign.
Sweet. Good job, everyone.
So for the reward, everybody will receive 6 Saint Quartz, so please check your present box and claim them.
Know where those are going?
And that is the end
all the time
for
we
the
have
first
tonight.
stream of the year.
Thanks.
No other announcements?
Yep, and you know, as always, we're always kind of
Fate Stay Night?
nervous with the new information.
Wait, what can we say again?
with the first stream of
I'm
the
not
year,
surprised, Jack.
we, you know, I'm still kind of get back into things.
Yeah.
So, but we're really excited to share the information with you guys. You know, with this time we have the new illustrators commentary,
Yeah.
so we hope everybody enjoys them. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to bring more similar contents like that to you guys.
Yeah, certainly we hope
There's
you
a
guys
stream
enjoy
today,
this
yeah, it is.
because we really
Yeah.
hope to be able to bring you more interesting content like
Yeah.
that.
So hope you guys enjoy the event, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Yeah, so again, nothing there that was unexpected. They did give us the event right after. That's pretty much what we, anticipated at this point. They showed all the signs of doing it because they launched the pre-campaign early. They announced the stream for the 31st. And then it's like, okay, well, why are they doing the stream today? And then we find out about the maintenance notice, and it's like, well, I guess it's coming out on the 1st. So, yeah, I don't think that's surprising to anyone. We basically ended up with, obviously the news of the event and Bizet, and they talked a little bit about all the other crap that's kind of been happening, but it is what it is. Oh, you guys should definitely watch this video right here. But yeah, so like, again, nothing too surprising there. I am not surprised either that we didn't get Fate Stay Night, the campaign for the anniversary. I know a lot of people were probably anticipating that, but like I said, I'm not going to be surprised they don't give it to us because NA already got a selector that JP didn't get. And again, I think that's pretty much just, par for the course at this point. Who knows? Maybe they'll do something for us later. NA definitely gets a lot of good stuff, so. Video was probably recorded before the Fate Stay Night stuff. Possible, they possibly weren't even told about it. It's possible that, like, NA was never going to get it, right? Like, that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I'm not upset about that or anything like that. Everyone's saying Courts is about to be Fragger Act. Yeah. Like I said, I'll be rolling tomorrow. Then at that point, we're going to be doing NP5 for Bizet. So I hope you guys come out for that. Definitely going to be a fun time. We got this challenge quest still to do, but again, if you guys need an event guide, I already have a video out for that. I already have the analysis on Bizet out, so you guys are stocked up for everything to come. So we might get it the week it releases. Yeah, that's also possible. Like, it may be a thing that they'll do to like actually promote the game. I think any of those things are possible. Can we get bells in the event? I actually don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't remember if it's part of the shop or not. Let me check real quick. Usually the easy way is to just do this handy dandy spreadsheet that we have where we basically go through all the event totals. So, Bizet Vida, and you want to know bells. There are 15 bells of amnesty in the entire event. Adolfo, thank you for the follow. Or, sorry, not the follow, the resub. Thank you for the 17 months. If NA does not get the Stay Knife stuff now, they'll have a hard time just giving it to us in 2 years. I do agree with that, but I think they might just do it anyways. So, will you read the V-Day scenes live, Cad? No. I know that sounds like weird, but one, they're fully voiced, and two, I have watched the vast majority of them already, so it'd only be the new ones that they showed off on stream. And most of the time it's not actually worth like my time on stream to do it, sadly. Like, if there's like one that someone really wants to see, I can obviously try to, but I understand that like some people don't have all the units and they're curious to see them, but remember they are available usually on YouTube and stuff like that. So it's weird how they didn't do a stream increase Saint Courts. Yeah, actually that's a good point. They didn't, but I'm I'm not too surprised. They did give the social media campaign at least, so. And it's not like they had Mr. 2, and Mr. 2 is usually the one that gives out Saint Courts for free. I do hope that at some point we do get another dev diary from Mr. 2, though. I think the more often they do those for an A, the better it is, and the better it like pans out for stuff. So, do you support? Does the support position matter for the buddy system? Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's only based off the positioning of your servants, and it's basically listed like 1 through 5. So I don't think it does, but I actually don't remember. Like you'd have to double check. I'm just gonna be honest and say I don't remember whether or not that's the case. So guys, where can I find a guide for this event? Check my YouTube. We'll probably see a login for 10 Sancourts just like last year's V-Day. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, we have the pre-campaign going right now as well, which not every event has a pre-campaign, so I'm not... Okay, let me get the sound back on here. Let's continue on with the challenge quest. Does MASH have event bonus in this event? Yes, but no, like everybody you have to build up buddy points for. And you get buddy points from use, chat. So if you want people to have higher buddy points, you just have to actually try. Okay, so based off of this, we're going to do it like that instead. Frozen, thank you for the follow. Been waiting for Bazette for a while. She's a really fun unit to use. I cannot stress that for you guys enough. Like, just how awesome of a unit Bazette is. And that, like, you're just going to have a blast if you actually go use her. I highly recommend, even if you guys don't roll her, at least, like, try to, like, outfit your a team for her and, like, take a support one in at least just once, just to, like, understand how she works. Because I think you'll be like, oh, man, that's so cool. Does NP1 and NP2 make a difference? Yeah, it will, but, like, again, is NP1 functional is usually the thing that I try to, like, assume people are asking me, and yes, you can do everything that you can do with higher MP levels than MP1. The only difference is going to be damage, and that is going to be an issue, but again, you're already dealing with an alter ego. You already kind of need to support her properly with, you know, proper actual like quick supports and stuff like that. So I think it's just kind of normal to expect that would be the case. She's also one of the few that you don't actually need to roll to use in a good setup. That is true. Yeah, you can stagger supports and it doesn't really work for her. Again, I talked about this before. This is sort of the benefit of having both types of Scotties down the line as well, is it allows you to kind of like, you don't have to just double up on Scotty for stuff, and it's really good. And I talked about that in actually the review, that one of the ways that I frequently use her is Castoria. And the reason for that is because I get another invul and I get the 50% charge, and I still get like the party charge and the like attack up and stuff. So it's really, really nice. Yeah, we do have maintenance, so just keep that in the back of your head, chat. I just want to make sure that she actually do be killing here. And she probably will, but I'm a little bit worried because now he has debuff immunity, so I may be in trouble here. Deus, thank you for the 30 months. Hope you're doing good as well. It was interesting to listen to the comments on the sea. Yeah, I think like them getting comments from the artists, them getting comments from the... Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in very much trouble right now. That's probably not going to save my bacon. Timamo, maybe. So I just gotta hope that he doesn't kill Musashi. Because I think I got Ku on my back line right now. Focus, CAD, focus. 1.6 mil left. He's just super tanky. He's got double defense the whole time. And now he's got debuff immunity, which is kind of nasty. Oh, come on, man. So I don't know that there's anything I can do about this, but we'll see. I don't want to lose Musashi because Musashi is the hard carry here. I don't care if I have to pop a command seal, but it is what it is. He will, since you impede. Yeah, that's the only like mechanic here is every time you hit them, they get charged, which is really annoying. And that's why you guys have seen they've basically impede like every single like round. They're looping as much as I am, even though they don't have supports. Okay, so yeah, I've got nothing. I ain't surviving this unless I command seal, and that is what we're gonna do. Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, I did select the right one. We'll go ahead and drop it first. It's only going to give me the one immunity, but basically, unless he already multi-hits, we should be okay here. Wait, so when is Karen's banner? Karen's banner, I believe, will be after the first week, but I'd have to double check the timing on that. But that's usually when you get the follow-up or like adjacent one. Because right now we have like Murasaki and them, so maybe it might be as early as like the 5th or something. No problem, King. Have a good one. The only time I've Bizette was in the Olga quest. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like, I've used her quite a bit, actually. She's really hilarious at clearing certain fights. And, like, when she works, oh my god, does she just cheese fights. Like, if this weren't all sabers, I might have half a mind to actually... Uh-oh. Thought he was going to hit Musashi again. I was about to get really angry. Because that was, what, 4 attacks there? Musashi's going to go down here, which is not good. That asshat has Invuln Pierce if he pops it. Musashi should be okay, but there is no guarantee. Got the arts up. I think she'll manage. She didn't. I may have to scuff this. Oh, he's got sure hit too. Okay, that's actually good. He got Tamamo, and Tamamo was really low health already. So if he was going to take anyone, it being Tamamo was decent. The thing I'm worried about here is death proc. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was like, I swear, if he death procs Castoria, bro. Okay. Because that's the definition of a top tier servant you don't really need. Yeah, and I think like that really does make a lot of sense. And I've talked about this now that this is sort of why you see a lot of power creep in the game. We're at a point where the roster is so thick in so many ways that like you usually don't have to have the new unit. And so as a result, it boils down to like, do you want the unit and how good is the unit compared to other units around it? You can see this is why they've started to power creep quite a bit. But in this regard, this is just Bizette being different. Bizet does something nobody else has ever done before, really. The closest analog we had was Angry Mango, and Angry Mango is like nothing compared to her capacity. But it is certainly a niche thing. It is very fun. It is very, like, strong when it works, but it's not something you have to have. Miss, for once, you love to see it. Yep. All right, chat. I had to use a command seal, but it is what it is. I didn't feel like redoing the fight just because of that one thing. Again, there's 6 days left still, though, so I still got plenty of time. That is the CQ down, so that's all missions, CQ done. Everything is just shop focused from here on out. I don't have to do anything other than that, so we'll kind of keep that going on NA here, or sorry, on JP here. Actually, hold on. There's something cheap that I could do. Problem is these advanced quests sometimes take a long time. Let me double check. Because it should just be the most recent that I haven't done. Wait, did fandom miss the most recent round of advanced quests? Oh no, they actually started on December 31st. Okay, so it wasn't in January. Okay, 2 of the advanced quests are absolute non-starters for that. Yeah, I don't want to do it. All 3 of these advanced quests are high-level advanced quests, and they're all very gimmicky. So, yeah, I was going to show you guys Bizet, but I don't think that's a good idea. Not with the advanced quests that we currently have. I'll have to actually, like, sit down and use a stream on them. In the stream, the subtitle called Kettle Cobble. Yeah. I actually like leaving the closed captions on because sometimes it's hilarious to see what it comes up with. Infinite Wealth tonight? Yeah, we can do that. I got nothing else to do at the moment. I probably need to start, like, recording, but it be what it be. What am I listening to, chat? Oh, System of Down, okay. I was like, was someone just feeling like Middle Eastern all of a sudden? Yeah, shop reset on an A and Grail casting, don't forget. Is it easy to play FGO on PC? You have to use an emulator. It can definitely be a little bit more cumbersome that way, but once you get it down, it's easy. Like, I don't think that's a hard thing to do. Yep. How far am I in Infinite Wealth? We're in Chapter 3. We're in Hawaii now, but I don't think the game has really turned us loose yet. Like, you can see it's still, like, putting all these, like, extra restrictions on where we can go and such. But we do have a new companion. So let's go beat these people.
I'll sue you. The battle is on.
I'll sue you? That is an American thing to say.
Huh? Time to take out the trash. Give it your best shot.
Oh, I was hoping he would spin him.
Let's go.
Okay.
No more holding back.
It's so difficult to time the shot. Okay.
Oh, come on. Break yourself. Crush it.
Oh, I missed that horribly. I thought it was going to trigger it earlier. Oh no, not Kahlua. Beat him with the monkey wrench. Is that the taxi guy? Yeah. I think he gets his turn next, unfortunately.
Here we go.
There we go. Lava fragments. Why do these sound like Minecraft blocks? Ah, a best fortune. I thought he said those were rare. I've already found like 2 of them. Holy crap, there's just so much like trash loot around.
Gonna cry for my... All right, let's go. Here we go. Give it your best. Don't come on. Bring it. It's over.
Oops. I didn't realize that was a multiple.
Let's go. Let's go. Come get some. Here I come.
Okay, got him.
Something wrong?
Ow. Of course he hit the low health ally. Imagine you're walking down the street and you see a guy going S's in the road looking into every trash can. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's something you would see a hobo do, right? Like, I think it's perfectly natural. Oh, this is an armory. Okay, he's got a hero's sword. This is... Oh, it's for samurai. Yo, a 6-star? Only gonna set me back 140 grand. Oh, and then there's ninja chat. Max HP increases by 20. That's actually nice, but I don't know if they'll have a symbol that actually like shows that they like it. So until I like get more people in the party and actually see, I'm just not gonna know. Oh, it's raining. Yo, that's new, I think. I don't think that was in the first game. Oh, we got a hero's knife. Wait. Huh? It had that same symbol. Okay, maybe not. I guess it's nothing that any of my guys can use at the moment. Okay, another best fortune, even though they're supposed to be rare. Cafe Umaine? Umaine? try the rainbow colored smoothie. Oh, it actually increased my charisma. Wow.
Oh.
Huh? What's wrong? Nothing. Just, you know, on the lookout for trouble. In the rain. I hear Japan's a safe country, but in Hawaii, things can get rough real quick once you veer off the main streets.
Hold on.
And trust me, you don't want to mess with these people. They don't know the meaning of a fair fight. You know, at least when I went to Hawaii several years ago, it was like... I mean, like, not every part's perfect, but it's a pretty laid-back, like, community. Special enemies with an icon over their heads will hang around until you defeat them. New areas may open up once they're finally gone, but beware that they're substantially stronger than normal encounters.
Yes.
Huh.
The rain's letting up.
But it looks like I can actually fight them. So I'm going to fight them, chat. Oh, okay, he leveled up, so we're just gonna do that to him.
Good stuff.
There we go.
What are you looking at? You're gonna regret this. Okay, you asked for it. Cool. Bring it. Oh. Open wide. Around me. Let's go, let's go.
Okay, so we're just gonna kill that dude before he can even get a move. A drone strike? Bro, why are you like right next to me?
What's the hold up? Brace yourself! Get lost! Ready as I'll ever be. You making fun of me? I'll take you on. Here we go. Don't look out now.
Okay. He hacked Kiryu's phone? No!
Let's get it done. I'll take you on.
We're just gonna attack him for right now. Keep him out of line of sight a little bit. There we go. Wait, why are you here? Oh, that would have killed him if I hadn't guarded that. Holy shit.
Time to put you down. Ass kicking time. Open wide. No dying allowed. Much better. Hey, ready as I'll ever be. Here I come. Armed and ready. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Time to take out the trash. Let's make this quick. Let's get it done. I'll take it. Brace yourself.
Got it.
Let's go. Let's go. Got you now. Armed and ready. Here we go.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he's only hit him like for the past 4 rounds. It's kind of getting nasty. There we go. And at least we got the back attack bonus that actually ended it. Only $70 for that. But I did get a cooling wrench, which is probably an upgrade. And an unquiet rioter.
Hey, I'm even stronger.
And they both leveled up, so they're both capped out. So it's just Ichiban that has an issue now. Okay, so the cooling wrench definitely increases his damage. Does this, like, increase the amount of area I can go to? It's weird, because only this is, like, locked off. Everything else appears to be open. Ah, safe.
Should I open it?
Yep.
Got it.
Running cap. Is that actually an upgrade for anyone? Yep. Yep. Find it funny that a running cap is better defense than a hard hat, but whatever. An air gun. Hey, what are you kids doing? Yeah, did you guys ever just, like, sit in alleyways? I never did. Want to know if that's, like, normal.
Don't you mess with us. Bring it on. Alright. Let's go. Got you now.
Oh, you fool. How did that only hit one guy? What?
Allow me. Come on. Picking time. Looks like I'm up.
Goodbye, Louise. Feels like I'm getting lost. Same.
Drinks later.
Oh, that must be inside that store there. Hero's knife. But is that like an actual upgrade for the hero class? No, it is not.
What do you want?
You want to know what I want, big boy?
Let's do it. Let's get it done. Oh, come on. Something wrong. You're not so tough. Looks like I'm up. You're in it now. Got you now. Allow me.
Oh, I guarded it. Let's go. And then I didn't.
You're done for.
Oh my god, he's got a Tommy gun. What?
All right. Here we go. Let's go. End of the line. Let's
Oh, I just missed that.
What's the holdup? Looks like I'm up.
How do you miss?
You're done. Allow me. It's over.
Okay.
End of the line.
Oh, way too early on that.
Oh, come on. Bring it. Open wide. Safety first. Let's roll. Hey, all right. Here I come.
Oh, he's weak. Good.
Here we go. You're done for. Let's get it.
Oh, that is an AoE.
Looks like I'm up. What the hell? End of the line.
Uh-oh.
Allow me.
Did he like threw him on Tanizawa?
That's ticket time. All right.
See, if you had just hit him there, we wouldn't have had to go another round. God, that felt like that was a boss. I don't know why he was so beefy.
Hmm?
5 whole cents, chat. We found a nickel.
Let's get serious.
So you can find the same people repeatedly. Put the lime in the coconut.
Hello? Yamaoka-san, is that you? I'm from Mismatch. Chiaki.
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Mismatch? Chiaki?
Yes, the dating app. Yamaoka-san, you're not him.
No, I am.
No. Sorry?
Huh. It's just, you've got scruffy hair and a beard, and you're at the right spot.
Excuse me. Are you...
Oh, you must be Yamaoka-san. I'm so sorry, I had the wrong person.
Hey, no problem. Glad you both made it.
Nice to meet you, Yamaoka-san. If I may say, you're taller than I thought.
Chiaki-san, pleasure's mine. You're even cuter than your pictures.
Aw, that's sweet of you. So, let's head somewhere?
Sure. Wow, you really are my type from the looks of it. Mismatch doesn't miss.
Right? Mismatch is like your very
Never
own
say that at the onset of a date, chat. That's not Riz. That's
Sounds
pathetic.
kinda interesting. Mismatch, huh? Who is she?
Oh God.
Why, hello there.
Whoa.
Etiquette tip? Whoa. Isn't a very nice way to greet a lady.
Sorry about that. Are you Mismatch?
Call me Machiko, the legendary Hawaiian fortune teller. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh, cool. I'm Ichiban Kasuga.
A real life fortune teller. Is that how those two
You with
seem to
me?
get along?
Sorry, it's just that couple. Mismatch helped them meet, they were saying. That's impressive. You must really be psychic or something.
Don't get excited. It's all a load of hokum.
Yeah,
I
don't
used
forget to
run
spend
show
on your
market
AP
seller
before
all about
maintenance.
skeptics and bastards.
Yeah? A hokum?
Of course. If I could really see the future, I'd get rich on the stock market, not run this thankless scam.
But those two were thanking you, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were thinking this.
What is it?
A dating app. I designed it myself.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Look, the app's named after me. Miss Match. Dating by divination.
Oh, it really is.
The name's what sold it. I'm Miss Match, the matchmaker. Branding is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So, sorry, what's a matchmaking app?
Where have you been? You've never tried online dating?
Guess not. I'm bad with tech stuff.
A dating app is... well, it helps you find a romantic partner. Someone to go out with. You enter your preferences, and the app finds compatible people near you. That's the long and short of it.
What
Of
if there's
course,
no
you
one
can always
compatible
take
near me?
initiative and message whoever you like. It's just a way to mingle.
I think I see. So, you contact people you're interested in, and then what happens?
You talk to one another, see if there's any chemistry. If so, then you meet in person. Happens all the time. Dating apps exist because meeting in the real world is harder than ever these days. They're how people make connections now.
What happens when you meet?
That depends on the meeting, obviously. Usually, it's just a simple first date. You see if there are sparks, or the shits.
Or the
Some
shits?
couples end up married before long. Some kids are only in it for, you know what.
Take your date to Taco Bell.
You know what?
Oh, did that get you interested?
No, not like that. Anyway, your app sounds really useful.
It's not what I'd imagined I'd do with my life, to be sure. The fortune-telling business wasn't enough, though. I wanted to give people romantic advice, face-to-face. But young people these days do everything online. Had to keep up, you know. It's just not fashionable anymore to get your love line read by an old woman. A monthly subscription to an app, though. Learning to code was hell, but worth it. Got to use my experience finding people's soulmates, and revenue is good.
That's a hell of a story. Wow.
Of course, the story's not over yet. The app's still in beta. There are quite a few bugs.
What's a beta?
Ah, you wouldn't be familiar, would you?
You Ichiba.
It's like a trial run before the product's finished. Eventually, the app will be released worldwide. But until it's completely ready, it's only functional in Hawaii.
Wow.
The limited scope has made it harder to get people to sign up. Strangely, we're particularly low on men. The bigger the user base, the easier it is to know what needs improvement. I really must focus on recruitment.
In other words,
what
she
about
needs you.
Did you try it out?
What? Me?
Sure. You seem romantically illiterate, and your eyes went wide at the thought of you-know-what. A perfect candidate.
Hey, come off it, lady. You know what's not what I'm in it for. Besides, I got my heart set on someone special. No way I can start fooling around on her.
Oh, there it is. The telltale words of the adult virgin. Utterly textbook.
Damn.
That's a mindset that repels women, you know. I suppose this special someone has yet to reciprocate your attention.
Huh? How did you know that? Did you read my fortune?
Yeah.
I told you that's bullpucky. Trust me. I don't need clairvoyance to see your cold streak. Crushes are fine, but not obsessions. And you know what they say? There's no better way to catch someone's eye than to seem out of reach.
What? What's that mean?
I think he's already out of reach. He's in Hawaii.
Picture this. At the store, do you buy one tuna sashimi that's going untouched, or another kind that's flying off the shelves?
I get the popular one.
Who wouldn't? And right now, you're a reject cut of tuna boy. If you want to win her heart, you need to spruce up. Would you date
But the
a butcher
popular
who
one's
goes,
overrated.
My tuna may smell rank and look nasty, but it'll devote itself to you if you try it.
Well, some people might find pure love attractive. And wait, am I the tuna or the butcher?
You're hopeless is what you are. Say you're right, and pure love is what you can offer. How's that worked out for you so far?
Not that well, I guess.
There you have it. I may not be psychic, but your future is as plain as day. You'll dry up, old and alone, never getting the girl or sowing your oats, cared for only by the hospice nurses.
No! That can't happen! Come on! What should I do?
That like gross overreaction.
I already told you, dear. Sign up for my service.
Looks to help with the pathing? Oh, that's
To
good,
experience
Strom.
the highs and lows of dating. Let every encounter refine you. That's the way to become a man worth dreaming of. The kind of man she wants.
But I'd be talking to other women, wouldn't I? Isn't that like cheating on her?
Is your brain even
She
functioning?
talks to other men
You can't
every
cheat on her
day.
if you're not dating in the first place. Honestly, you're like a little boy in a middle-aged body. You haven't got the prerequisites to cheat.
Oh, I'm just getting depressed now.
No, listen. The best thing for you would be to talk to women, as many as you can. Polish yourself up into a proper man. Just think of it as readying yourself for the one you truly love. Understand?
You really think so?
Honestly, try it out for yourself. That'll be more effective than anything I tell you, right?
Yeah? Well, if it's just one try.
Great. Come with me. We'll step into my office.
He has an office? Yeah, okay, this is exactly what I thought. Welcome to my Starbucks office. No more backtalk if I say it's my office than it is. Women don't want a man poking holes in every little detail. You're right, and men don't want a woman constantly pointing out that they're wrong. This place is nice. I can get a day's worth of electricity for the price of a single coffee. Ha, find me a better deal. Hell, sometimes... Actually, honestly, at this point, coffee's probably more expensive. Sometimes I stay here for 2 or 3 days at a time and I'm just sipping on one cup. Now that's a bargain. Doesn't seem like good etiquette, but yeah, it's a bargain, all right. Now let's give it a whirl. I need data for developer purpose or developmental purposes, so we're using this. Ready to begin? Let's do it. Okay, let's do this. Excellent. It all starts here. Cast your net into the fish pond of romance and see what you surface. Hee hee. So I find it really funny that like Kiryu and Tomizawa are just like hanging out somewhere. Like they're just totally letting him go through with this. Dating by divination. The goal of the mismatched dating app is to find romance by chatting with potential partners. You can purchase match points to boost your success rate through the home screen. Make sure to review your profile before you start searching. Okay. Change icon, select a new profile picture, edit profile to customize your profiles. Subscription and match points, review your subscription tier and purchase match points. Memories, reminisce on previous conversations you've had on the app. Match, find out who's interested in you. Part of your initial trial, you can match once for free.
You can change your icon here.
Choose the most appealing photo of yourself. This can make a big difference in who you're matched with. Purchase new pictures with match points. Once a photo is unlocked, you can switch back to it whenever you like. So I have to unlock the photo? Unemployed, serious, drinking, and listening to music? What? Hello, my name's Ichiban Kasuga. I've spent my life in Japan, where I enjoy hanging out with my friends. Here in Hawaii, I'm hoping to make lots of memories to bring back home. As far as work goes, I'm unemployed. People often describe me as serious. My favorite way to spend time is drinking. Although I'm a fan of listening to music. Friendship first always. Thanks for checking out my profile. Hope to see you soon. This is a terrible like dating dating profile. Okay, so let's edit it.
Profile here.
Customize the text of your profile by combining keywords and styles. Keywords can be set by selecting each category individually: occupation, personality, hobbies, interests, and sign-off phrase. Swap between styles with L1 and R1. Your profile has a major influence in who matches with you, so don't be afraid to tailor it to the one you're after. As far as work goes, I'm unemployed in civil service in a bank. Wait, hold on. They're just telling us to lie. That's all this is. Like, because I'm not a doctor. So why is this a pickable option? What the fuck? I'm a model. Yes, this is what it needs to be. An athlete. I'm a hero. This is actually like partially true thanks to his class. I guess you could say he's an athlete for doing all the sprinting from cops. Entrepreneur. Yeah. In a weird way, this is a funny way to say I have no job, but my aim is to make money. We're gonna go with a model. People often describe me as an alpha male. Crazy, hot-blooded, unique, kind. Let's go with upbeat. Upbeat sounds fun. My favorite way to spend time is drinking. Going out, staying in, gambling, you know what. My favorite way to spend time is you know what? Is that just sex? Is that all that's supposed to be? Or is that just like him being stupid and not saying anything? Cooking, working out, cafe hopping, reading. We're gonna go with working out. I feel like that says a lot in terms of like, hey, he's not like an addict and he's focused on making himself hot for me. Although I'm also a fan of drinking, going out, staying in, gambling, you know what, cooking, cafe hopping, reading. Like going out. Okay, final thought. Serious. I'd like to meet someone I can form a real relationship with. Friendship first, always. I hope that we can meet in person soon. Physical affection. Just so I don't waste your time, know that physical affection is key for me. Free time. I've got a lot of free time, so let's hang out. Anyone's welcome. I'm not very picky. Let's chat. Also, if you're into deep conversation, I love to chat. Casual chat. This is all for fun, so let's shoot the breeze. Big issues. I'd like to meet someone who cares about the big issues facing our future. Nah, I'ma tell you right now, chat. The second I read that on anyone's dating profile, I ain't like matching with that person. So she did say to talk to a lot of people, and that might be a thing, but I feel like this just says I'm a slut, though. This says I'm not serious. This says I am serious. Got a lot of free time, so let's hang out. I guess that's just gonna be an easy one. Oh, there's different styles. So there's regular guy, gentleman. I'm a model. I suppose I would describe myself as upbeat. I quite enjoy working out. Additionally, I adore going out. I can always make time, so let's arrange something. high energy. Yo, it's your boy, Ichiban Kasuga. Nobody's more fun than me, so let's get matching. I'm a model, and it's what I was born to do. Everyone says I'm upbeat, lol. I love working out. Take that to the bank. Oh, but I'll never say no to going out either. I've got more time on my hands than I know what to do with. I'm psyched to see who I'm gonna match with. Hell yeah, let's date. Intellectual. Lovely to make your acquaintance. My name is Ichiban Kasuga, spelled with the Japanese characters for springtime and sun. I'm hoping for a meeting of the minds, if you will. First things first, of course, I'm a model. While this seems a touch reductive, I'd say that I'm upbeat. On my seldom days off, I relish any chance at working out. That said, I've an undeniable affinity for going out as well. I've ample spare time lately, so scheduling is a trivial matter. I like this considering it's the on my seldom days off and then I have ample free time. Allow me to leave you with this cherished maxim. What is life if not an unknowable web of chance meetings? Fuck boy? Why is this a style? Why is this a style? No! If Japan is the land of the rising sun, Hawaii is the son of the rising land. Sup girls, this is Ichiban Kasuga trying out a dating app. Let's start with how I earned that bread. I'm a model. I've got too much personality to handle, but I'm upbeat. You know me, I'm all about working out. And going out, hell yeah. I've always got room in my calendar for a pretty lady. Get in touch with me, cause you know I'm ready to get in touch with you. God damn. Life of the party. Aloha, I'm Ichiban Kasuga, and I'm a strapping 20 years old. Asterisk? What the fuck? Plus another 20 years that weren't as strapping? LOL. Wondering how girls on here feel about older guys. I'm a model, my chosen path. LOL, I sound like a samurai. People say I'm upbeat. LOL, IDK. I've been known to fancy a bit of working out. And a lot of going out. LOL, who is this guy? I'm dying of boredom. Let's go out. LOL. Anyone? Anyone? Hit me up. You never know what the future may bring. Winky face. Star symbol. I'm going with regular guy chat. Holy shit. Like, oh my god.
Don't hold back. Spend that cheddar.
Select your preferred membership plan and purchase match points to view your matches. 3 tiers are basic, gold, and platinum. Switching between plans is free. The higher your tier, the more points you need to search for matches, but your match ratings will increase. Match points can be used to unlock new profile pictures. Is this like per month? Per day? Per like I have no idea. Because I feel like if this is a game, you should just immediately like go for like the high tier. It's just for the moment? Okay.
Here's a record of the women you've met so far.
Okay, that's not very many matches, but let's find a match.
Not too shabby. It's a match.
Got a match already, chat. Casval, thank you for the follow. When you successfully match with a person, you'll be able to chat with them. The higher your match rating, the more you're able to impress them. You can match with a person as many times as needed to get that date. If things don't go well, check their profile and consider how to make yourself more appealing to them. Kanapoyo. Okay, why did we like censor our face? But yay, raise the roof. Kanapoyo's here. I'm a born party girl. They haven't made a 9 to 5 yet that can hold me down, Lamau. So she's unemployed. I'm hardly ever at home, always on the way to the next club. Apply if you're wild and have energy for days. Let's kick dating butt. Match rating 90%. Saori. Yo, my name's Saori. I'm a woman devoted to her fitness journey. It's literally not even a picture of you. It's a picture of your dumbbells. Like, what the fuck? When I'm not playing sports or coaching, I spend the rest of my time at the gym. If you're into athletics, hit me up. To be honest, the only muscle I don't work out enough is my brain. That's a muscle, right? I kind of zone out when the conversation gets too deep. Haha, let's keep things light instead. Hope to hear from you. Talk to you later. Rinchan. I'm Rinchan. I'm a model. I'm not all that into the idea of dating apps, but my friends keep telling me to try it. People say I'm a great cook. I do not tolerate dirty jokes or simps. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry for all of you right now. Oh, I'd especially love to hear from anybody in the same line of work as me. Besides that, it's hard to say I'm expecting much. At least be fun to talk to, please. Kaoru. Hi there, profile visitor. I bet you have naughty dreams, don't you? My name is Kaoru, and I'm the girl you've been seeing in them. I'm here looking for an experienced gentleman who knows how to make a woman feel alive. I don't believe in hobbies. All those things other girls do to while away the time. I'd rather pursue pleasure. Men should have a whiff of danger about them. My husband's long since lost his, so I've been rather unfulfilled. Excited to hear from you. So you are literally just cheating on your husband. Kano, likes, my room, video games, main characters of shonen manga, dislikes, outside, I'm bored, so talk to me. Chat, we found her! It's the perfect woman! This one, let's go! The goal of chatting is to fill the match meter at the top of the screen. Choose replies that'll make your potential partner happy and that are consistent with your profile. You might receive a special gift from your match if they're enjoying themselves.
Okay, let's score a date.
Introduction. Oh, it's Kano. Hi. Our match rating is bad. I have nothing else going on though anyway, though. It's okay. I can come back from this. So I didn't get to choose that, by the way, chat. I suck at talking to people. Hope that's not a problem. It usually is. She seems pretty introverted. Maybe I could get her out of her shell or just climb inside with her. Give a good response. Okay, once you choose to reply from the available options, you'll have to type your message within the time limit using circle, X, triangle, or square. If you take too long or make too many mistakes, the result will be incoherent. Long responses are usually more difficult to send, but promises greater results in the match meter. Oh, god damn it, it's a freaking, like, quick time event. Okay.
What do I say?
Talking sucks most of the time anyways.
Can't go wrong with this one. I need to choose a good response.
Okay. I take it you're not very social either. Kismet. Yeah, definitely. Being social's lame.
Looks like that did the trick.
No idea what Kismet means, but it's a pretty good start. I'm not that interested in people's jobs, but I guess it's something to ask about. Wait, what did I say my job was again? I forget, did you say you work somewhere?
I need to choose a good response.
I'm a fashion model.
What do I say? Not bad.
Okay. Way too respectable. Do you imagine yourself like some kind of primetime TV character? At least it's what you wrote on your profile. I don't think that went over well with her. She doesn't like me because I'm a model. Hopefully I look trustworthy at this point. Seem like a decent guy. Kasuga Chi. That's not a picture of her. It's still the back of her fucking head. Like, what? Thank you so much.
Is this the real deal?
Wonder if she'll send me more. Hobbies. Okay, this could be a chance to get closer. Let's see. She was definitely into...
What do I say?
I like
Can't go
staying
wrong with this.
inside.
I need to choose a good response.
You too? I'm quite happy to hear that, Kasagachi.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Perfect choice. All right, let's go. I haven't been outside once this week, working towards a new PB. Hey, what does your profile say you like going out? God, there's nothing more sickening than an extroverted guy pretending to be introverted to woo me. Not like that.
That was a bust.
So even though it was the best response because it doesn't match, I'm just fucked. I get bullied a lot, so I stopped going outside. I don't talk to anyone now. I hate bullies. I still hope terrible, horrible things happens to the one who bullied me. Sorry for getting dark. Do I sound too weird?
I need to choose a good response.
You sound like a psycho! I hope every one of those human lice gets theirs.
Let's go with this. What do I say? That works.
Maybe you really feel the same way? Maybe you're just saying that, but the bullies are the ones in the wrong, not their victims. It isn't fair that only you have to suffer.
Looks like that did the trick.
Let's go! Oh no, we have to talk about the outside. Fuck! I don't like leaving my home, but I know I should go out a little bit. I just don't have any reason to now.
What do I say?
Why don't we go out for a walk or something?
Let's go with this. I need to choose a good response.
Thank you for the offer. There you go. I could be pretty stubborn, though. I feel like if we made plans, I'd just cancel. You'd have to carry me on your shoulder or something. Wait, so maybe the correct one. Okay, kidding. I was gonna say, maybe the correct one was that, but... I hope you like me, too. Why are you sending me feet pics? How the hell did this go from the back of your head to feet pics? What the shit? Like, this is so weird. Oh my god.
Holy cannoli.
Holy cannoli. Gonna be a hell of a date for sure. 1,000 words. The rare I talk to someone that I like this much. Are you having fun, Kasagachi? I should use one of those emoji things here. Send the right emoji fast. Oh fuck. As the saying goes, an emoji's worth 1,000 words. Use X to select the best one to send. The stamps will scroll more slowly as time runs out, but the earlier you send one, the more impact it'll have on the match meter. Be careful though, some might lead to hurt feelings or decrease the meter. Boom!
Yes,
sorry, that just made me happy. Got that emoji game on point. I'm getting sleepy. I'm gonna go, but I'm really glad we spoke. Yeah, wait though. I wanna say I have to keep things going.
All right.
Let's do whatever it takes to get that date. Pretty sure we're already in that point. Like we've already qualified for it. Keep typing to spit as much game as possible before your match logs off. The more messages you can send before time runs out, the more the match meter will fill. Oh, fuck.
I need to choose a good response. Now. Not bad. That works. Now. That works.
Ah, fuck. 30% match my ass, chat. We got this weeb shit down pat. I laid it all out there.
I'm desperate.
Oh, God.
Of all that is old, please accept. Oh, yeah.
Please don't do it like this. What do you mean?
Can't wait to finally meet.
Cad's Tinder training arc, exactly.
Ah, Ichiban-san. We meet at last.
Oh no!
Surprise!
No!
Who's this guy?
No!
It's a learning experience.
Nervous flirt. Success. I don't know that that's a success. Chat, how dare it be one of you? How dare it? I'm sorry, that's just hilarious though.
How was it?
It's like they knew they would get a bunch of like weebs and shut-ins playing the game, and they trolled them by making them get catfished if they picked the woman that was most like them.
How hard it is to sound appealing in conversation.
Isn't it? You may think you know yourself well, but it all collapses when you try to communicate that to someone else.
This
When
is
it's all
awesome. We're gonna have to do
you
this
have
more,
the
chat.
leeway to convey what you can through appearance and tone. Every word you choose matters. What we say reflects who we are, and vice versa. A dummy will always sound dumb. A prick only speaks prickish. Words are mirrors. They lay you bare uncompromisingly. So really, unlike traditional ways, dating apps let you see the true nature of a person much more quickly.
I see.
I understand. Words are mirrors. The way you speak reveals the man you are.
Oh ho! Beginning to see things more clearly, I take it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you totally shouldn't have
I might have
proposed.
said some not so great stuff to that girl I like. At the time, I thought I was just expressing how I felt sincerely. Now I get that it may have been too much. Maybe the words I chose ended up driving her away. Oh, I get it. It's not enough just to be sincere. You gotta make sure the person actually understands you. That you're reaching them.
I think you're growing up a bit. It'll be all right. Use the app and practice self-reflection.
Just sent a
With
Tinder
time, you'll
manifest
figure out how to express
a
yourself
Reddit mod, yes.
effectively. You're not a bad guy, just a little too naive. Once your communication skills improve, I bet that girl will take notice of you.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie to him
I
like
am
that.
a fortune teller, after all.
Don't jinx it now.
Cards on the table. I had planned on charging you a premium fee to sign up, but you changed my mind. I'm interested in where your journey takes you. I'll waive the price of registration.
Whoa, seriously?
Yes. Your user data will be worth more than that anyway. Plus, you don't look like you're good for the money.
He called you a hobo.
Appreciate it.
Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean the whole thing's free. The app runs on microtransactions.
God
The more
damn
you
it.
pay, the easier it is to find new matches. Generally, the most attractive users do just fine. But everybody else has to pony up. And I can't cover you that much.
Hold on. You gotta spend to find more matches? What kind of scam's that?
Boy, that's your virginity talking again. Only idealistic children mistake business for volunteer work. Keeping an app updated isn't free.
Yeah, but it's just an
Somebody has to
algorithm.
pay the light bulb man. Free to install doesn't mean free to enjoy. Young folks today want the whole kit and caboodle without giving one red cent. And the internet reviews? It's a showboat of entitlement. People put no money in, then start screaming, dead app, and demanding these apologems. Do they have any idea how hard it is to make money anymore?
FGO
in this economy?
reference.
Damn gotcha addicted brats.
What the hell are you talking about?
Ah, forget it. Just venting a little. Never mind
Oh, that's
Keep at
great.
it
Someone
like you
needs to
said,
clip that.
and matches will come. You want to win over the girl of your dreams? Learn the language of love in Hawaii and return home a conquering hero.
Yeah, I will.
That's awesome. I told you guys we'd get an FGO reference. I've never been great at talking to women, so this might be good. I heard it said on Sachan, but unless I learn how to properly convey myself to her, I'll always come off like an idiot. If I want her to see me as a real man, this is the only way forward. It was absolutely unexpected.
I can handle anything.
Wait, so like I can keep meeting with her? Because I assume like I can do it via my smartphone now. Oh, that's weird. I don't actually have it. Wait, add-on pickup. Oh, okay. For a second there, I was like getting worried that that was going to be like something. So I guess that's if you want to like buy DLC and stuff. All right, though, chat. It is 10:50. I'm going to end it here because it's a good spot to end. I don't want to like get embroiled in something and have it take another half hour. I need my sleep. So, let me see who I'll be on. Ah, I see a Mr. Phaethon VT. I'm going to send you guys over his way since he's busy laughing at our dating attempts. And again, you guys can go attempt to date FaZe chat. go give him that riz. Okay? Show him how you're not one of those people that Miss Machiko talked about. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing NP5 rolls, so I hope you guys are there for that. And I will see you guys for the next one. Have a good one.